All right, ladies and gentlemen, look like we're back to some normalcy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love, and we're about to get started. It's breaking right now, the Situation Room, and we're going to play Trump. I didn't have time to do normally I do the Star Spangled Banner, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get into it.
On this potential Iran deal. I'm going to read the post to you here, so bear with me.
This is actually 5
Iran
hours
must
ago.
agree that they will never have a nuclear weapon or bomb. The Hormuz Strait must be immediately open. No
Appreciate
tolls
the love,
for
too, with the
unrestricted
like.
shipping traffic in both directions. All water mines, bombs, if any, will be terminated. We have removed, through detonation, numerous such mines with our great underwater mine sweepers. Iran will complete the immediate removal and/or detonation of any mines that are left, which will not be many. Ships caught in the strait due to our amazing and unprecedented naval blockade, which will now be lifted, may start the process of heading home. Say hello to your wives, husbands, parents, and families from me, your favorite president. The enriched material, sometimes referred to as nuclear dust, which is buried deep underground with virtually collapsed mountains, caused by our powerful B-2 bomber attack 11 months ago, sitting on top of it, will be unearthed by the United States, which, it is agreed, is the only country, along with China, with the mechanical capability of doing so, in close coordination and conjunction with the Islamic Republic of Iran, plus the International Atomic Energy Agency, and destroyed. No money will be exchanged until further notice. Other items of far less importance have been agreed to. I will be meeting now in the Situation Room to make a final determination. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Interesting, because it's rare, Martha, that a president would announce going into the Situation Room to just have a discussion, but this president is keeping everybody up to speed at all times on all things. And so going into the Situation Room to, I guess, assess whether Iran is serious about any of these things.
Yeah, dude, don't you just love Trump, how he is very, very transparent in the Situation Room? I mean, but this is what Trump does, So, yeah, man, with that uranium, boy, boy, boy. Those silver bracelets, it's going to be coming. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and play this, though.
Said that it has red lines as well, and one of them was on the nuclear material issue.
So it is interesting. He's sending a number of signals here about where they are, or where he is really in all of this. And the things that he lays out, they can never have a nuclear weapon or bomb. So that line in and of itself, I think Iran will say, well, we never wanted one. We are obviously enriching to the levels that the only thing you can do with that kind of enrichment is to build a bomb. But they may say, yes, we'll agree to that because we never wanted one, even though we see that all their activities and behavior is completely to the contrary. The Hormuz Strait must be immediately open. No tolls for unrestricted shipping traffic in both directions. We know that Iran in these negotiations has been pushing to basically be the entity that organizes the traffic. And as the General Jack Keane has said, that is control. If you're in charge of organizing who goes through and who comes out, that is control. And the president is saying that he will not agree to that. It doesn't sound like they're any closer to any agreement. And as you point out, Dana, he's in the Situation Room.
Yeah, I mean, this is a decision you could make in the Oval Office.
It is.
You could make it anywhere. But he also said something in his Truth Social post that we haven't heard him talk a lot about. But there's a big piece in the New York Times today and on the Daily about the innocent people who are workers who have been trapped on these cargo ships. And they haven't been able to go home to their families for months. And they are the breadwinners for their families. And that's why when President Trump says, you will now be able to head home, kiss your wives, your son, your children, and you'll be able to at least get home. Can you imagine being stuck there? They're running out of food and medicine, and President Trump talked about that also being a humanitarian situation that the United States would try to solve.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting if this goes through and we lift our blockade and everyone can leave this area. How do you determine whether or not oil tankers from Iran are also getting out in that opening of the blockade? We're going to learn more today.
And if
obviously
the insurers will say, okay,
yes,
we feel comfortable that you can move the ship, because the other thing President Trump emphasizes in there is the mines that are there, the bombs that need to be detonated. We've done some, but he's saying, Iran, you have a role to play here as well. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a little bit about this situation in the Situation Room here, and things like that. I'm looking at some of the comments real quick. And, she's, what's that, Wax Nightmares. Never seen her before. But in any event, welcome to the chat. She says here, why is Iran shooting down our planes at all? Some random guy speaks. Why is our military making a slow A-10 flyover Iran, in a country with a second highest surface to the air, anti-air systems? Can I be the general? If I was the general, no plane would be lost at all. Iran would have been defeated yesterday, it's easier said than done. I hear a lot of people talk about this type of stuff, I'm very, very confident in the capability of Trump and the people that he has. This is basically a strategic plan of what he's been doing, because all this time he was basically wanting to get Iran to, I'm talking about their leadership, to yield, and or actually surrender, which is the case right now. He's trying to do this thing without the Iranian people themselves, because they're innocent. You just can't go in there and just start bombing without casualties. And that's what he was basically trying to do, But, but the plane that was shot down, I know that some of them were actually rescued and things like that. It's not going to be perfect, but less is best, when it comes down to a military operation like this. I'm not a military strategist, but it makes a lot of sense as to what they're doing, how they're handling the process. So I'm very, very pleased, and also I'm not panicking out in regards to this. See, just dropping bombs makes no sense, because you're going to be destroying innocent people. And then guess what? If he were to do that, they're going to say, oh, look at Trump. He's bombing everybody, He's over here. These people that are in these underground bunkers and things like that, they know where they are. That's the beautiful thing. Howard is in the house. Hey, Howard, how you doing? We got Happy Mac in here as well. Hold on, got some of my mods in here. Wait a moment. Boy, I tell you guys. All right, hold on for a minute. Shout out to my mods. My mods are in the house. Sir, you know what I'm saying? I see you both, Happy Mac and Howard. Howard and Happy Mac. I guess, Black Guy 9 will probably be in here very, very soon, though. So I appreciate you guys coming into the chat. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. I think I was up against some heavy people that went live yesterday or something, because I couldn't even see, you know what I'm saying? Wax Nightmare says hello to the mods as well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I like the Avatar character. I wonder, is that the character off of Star Trek Lower Deck and things, I wonder? That's what it looked like. It looks like the black girl that was on the, I used to, I'm a Trekkie fan, right? So, yeah, but other than that, though, let me see, I'm happy. Let me see. Yeah, hold on for a minute. Make sure I read some of these comments before we get started. Happy Max says, I'm just praying that no deal is made where even one IRGC remains in government. I feel the same way, because these people have been stringing us on. And I'm going to let you guys know, it's not just the IRGC that we're dealing with here, right? It's also the parasitical elite class. It's the globalists. They are the ones, right, that are telling the IRGC, hey, don't surrender. Hey, don't stand down. Hey, we can't allow them to get to uranium. Hey, whatever it takes. And this is exactly what they've been doing, right? Because if it was just the IRGC, yeah, this thing would have been over with a long time ago, you know? But we already know that these are some big players. You also got Obama, too. Don't leave that out, right? Obama and Hillary, right? And this is another thing why this stalemate was a stalemate lasted so long. Trump always give people a chance to do the right thing, because Trump and his administration, Pete Hegseth, they already know what they're looking for, right? They're looking for the uranium, right? And like I said before, we know this, right? Because when they get that uranium and be able to trace those isotopes, right, they can trace it to Obama, Hillary, whoever it was that stole that uranium, because that's really what it is. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the icing on the cake. And when they find out if they were involved, it's going to seal their fate. And this is why we have this big pushback, because they don't want people to find out when it comes down to that uranium, whose fingerprints, because when you're messing with that stuff, it leaves a digital footprint or thumbprint in this case. Oh my goodness. We got Black Guy 9 in the house. Where my thing at? Hold on for a minute. I knew you were going to show up. Shout out to Black Guy 9 as well. Got my mods in the house. Yep. There we go right there, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so that is what's going on right now, That is.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, please.
I appreciate it if you guys do that as well. But yeah, so this is what's going on. Oh yeah, that's right. The Teen Titans character. Yeah, that's exact. Okay, I'm a big fan of them too. Yep, big fan of them too. Yep. Let me see here. Good day. Let's say a random. I appreciate it though, Happy Mac. I really do. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? Yeah, man, but this is what's going on. And with this administration, Trump has been winning. Let's not make no mistakes about it. And with this little stalls and pushbacks that they're doing, it's not going to last, because he has too much of the upper hand, and they know it. And we're going to get down to the other parts of the news, but I'm glad that you guys are coming into the chat, you know what I'm saying? Well, once again, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you guys very much. While we're about to get into some news here today, what else are we talking about here? Oh yeah, you guys have already heard in things. Let me go ahead and pull up, let me see here. Right. So here it is right here. South Carolina, right? Look at this right here. South Carolina Democrats expected to celebrate after failure, right, of the Trump-backed redistricting push. Now, this is left-leaning, right? This is how they do. However, I also have what I use, which is what we call fact check as well. And if you like what we're going to do, let's go ahead and do this here. And that way you guys will see another live demonstration, right? And this is for the naysayers that come in here as well. And right now, right pen, ladies and gentlemen, you guys see that actual hyperlink above. This is basically if you sign up to get this thing. If you are a conservative, this is something that you cannot, let's say, live without. If you want to go back and forth and deal with these other naysayers, I've tested it, I've used it, and at the end of the ride, I have them cussing, screaming, hollering, you know what I'm saying? They lose the debate, they lose their ever, you know what, mind. But right now, all I'm doing is taking what was already published here in Ground News. And this is another source that I use because it allows you to be able to see the left, see the blue, center, which is white, and then on the right is red, right? And you can kind of see they're pulled from sources like Reuters and Associated Press, which I don't deal with. I don't rock with Reuters, because they're left-leaning, biased, right? And what we do is that we sniff out the bias. See, I'm going to do a demonstration right here again. Here we go. Survey says, and then we can test the integrity of the journalists, right? To see if they're telling the truth, half truth, or maybe no truth at all. But we're going to get down to it, and then we're going to go ahead and uncover some other stuff here, right? And so you guys can see everything is kind of medium right now, right? Here it is. So what I do, you see me just paste this in here, right? Talking about the South Carolina Democrat celebrating after Trump's backlash redistricting fails, right? This is what they say. Here's what they left out. The article does not explain what Pacific District boundaries were proposed or how they compare to current lines, right? Also, Clyburn claimed that the effort targeted African American voters is present as fact with no counter argument from the redistricting supporters included. The article omits that the redistricting, right, efforts are a routine and a legal part of the political process used by both parties, right? No mention it was made, right, of whether existing districts lines were themselves the product of prior partisan drawing. Now, I will say this. We already know. Ever since the Voting Act was passed, what was that, 1964? But here's the thing about it. It was passed to allow them to gerrymander. We're talking about the left, which is unconstitutional once again. When you do something like this, because what they really did is, to make a long story short, they segregated the so-called black community to black politicians for black voters. We are in America, right? We are in the land of the free and the home of the brave. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we have Constitution. We have a lot of things that are set up to allow everyone to be equal, whether they want to say it or not, right? So here it is. You got James Clyburn, as I mentioned before. He has the worst district throughout the United States, right? If you were to see his district, they don't serve those people there. This is his own people. He don't serve them people there. Look at him. Like we keep saying, crime, violence, drugs, the whole deal, right? So this is what it is. So I put that in here for you guys to be able to see what it is and what's going on right here. So with RightPN AI, it's a conservative pushback tool to be able to check the facts, right? And that's exactly what it is, because I don't use ChatGPT and all the rest of them, Claude and some of those other ones. I mean, Claude is okay, right? Grok is okay. There's some things that I don't like about some of these other AIs, but this one here works very, very well. And right here, and this is why I say, if you guys were to copy that link above, right? Because you can sign up and get this. I still think it's $79 is what I paid for it, right? But that's exactly what it is. Boy, I tell you. So at any event, so they're having a temporary celebration. Now, we already know how this situation is going to go, right? Right? So Clyburn is like, whoo, man, I'm so happy. We got pushback, you know what I'm saying? And now that we got pushback, you know, but again, we have to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, man. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? So that is with that. Hold on for a minute. Right, let's go and pull up the other stuff here. Oh, yeah, this is another one here, right? It says here that the judge blocks closure, right, of the Kennedy Center and orders the removal of Trump's name, right? I just find this stuff to be very, very odd, right? Oh, my goodness. And this is center. This is in the center. You see it as being white up there? Boy, it just don't make it, it don't even get any better, right? The U.S. District Judge Christopher Cooper, right, ruled that the President Donald Trump name, right, Donald Trump's name was illegally added to the Kennedy Center, issuing a sweeping 94-page opinion directing the administration to strip the name from the iconic Washington, D.C. venue. Isn't that something? So they didn't like the fact that Trump added his name on there, you know. Every other president has a president library, right? And, so therefore, what Trump did, because, with the Kennedy Library, he figured to be easy, with a little bit cheaper, why not add his name on there too? He's a president. He's letting people know, hey, what Kennedy was trying to do by saving America is what Trump was trying to do. Trump's best friend before he died was JFK Jr., right? Shoot, in that plane crash, right? That's his boy, right? And he loved the Kennedys, right? For the most part of it. This is what they were doing, man. I didn't have a problem with it. Oh, yeah, his name can't be on here. They just make up the laws as they go because they know they're losing, though, man. The Democrats have no footing in our society today. Even the other Dems are actually turning on them. They saying, man, I can't rock with this stuff. They don't have any policies whatsoever. Everything is about hating Trump. And after a while, man, the stuff gets old, man. It really does, man. Yeah, just say that, just admit it. And then they allow their party to be overtaken by Democrat socialists, which are the worst. We're talking about the far left. You know what I'm saying? The alt left, right? The dangerous left. Trans, Tifa, and all this other kind of stuff. So this is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I tell you, man. So by looking at this thing here, ladies and gentlemen, he can't have his name. It's really laughable. Instead of being upset, it's actually laughable, man. It really is. They say he can't have his name on there with Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? But, boy, I tell you, man, And look what it was before and getting fixed up, looking nice. You know what I'm saying? It was horrible when it was just Kennedy on there, man. This is a great man, for what he was trying to do, He was actually up against the parasitical elite class in his time, right? Basically want to get rid of the CIA, how he said they're going to be shattered to a million pieces and all this other kind of stuff. So it put, it was high alert, man. You know what I'm saying? They had to make a decision to get rid of him, which is sad, right? So let's get down to it. It says here that the court gave Trump's administration a strict 14-day deadline to remove all physical signage bearing Trump's name and eliminating any references to a Trump Kennedy Center from official institution materials, right? Look at this here. The one that they should be getting rid of is the Biden, right? Museum, as well as Obama, for sure, for obvious reasons, though. And I believe that we are going to see that in our time, though. The two most worst presidents in our history. And then the list goes on. There's more of them, right? But the ruling additionally blocked the administration from shutting down the cultural landmark for a proposed 2-year renovation project, blasting the Trump-appointed boards, right? March vote to close the facility as ill-informed, seemingly, right? Oh my goodness, pre-drained, right? Boy, let me just make sure if I'm saying that one right, man. That's the thing about it, boy. But I got something for him.
Preordained.
Yeah, preordained. There we go. And here it is, though. Boy, I tell you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, I got that out the way there. But yeah, but here it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys can see this right here, though, before I go any further reading. This is the type of stuff right here that you guys are seeing. Now, this is, now, if I were to pull some other things, because real journalism, now we know that this happened, right? They wanted Trump's name off. They said, we got to get his name off there. They don't want nothing. The Dems actually believe that they are going to get back in power by 2028. They are already saying how they're going to basically impeach Trump. They're going to get him out of there. They're going to get him arrested, right? And any other body else, right, that has been assisting in this administration. They're going to come after people, right? They're going to shut it down. They're going to allow more illegals in the country than ever before, right? Mass chaos, right? I'm talking about, we thought it was bad now, right? It was going to be, you thought sanctuary cities, you thought how they were protecting illegals right now. It was going to be on steroids times 10, right? These are the things that were coming. Had Kamala would have even gotten in there, right? It was going to be coming, right? But one man and the Patriots stopped this, right? And this is why it's important for you guys to vote. We have to vote on the midterms. We have to swamp the swamp rats, right? We have to get them out of power, just like we've been getting all these rhinos out of here, right? Because we are already seeing that the rhinos ain't never been on the friend of Trump and ain't never been a friend of the American people, right? They are nothing more than Democrats, right? That's cosplaying as Republicans, right? And this is why I don't feel sorry about Cassidy, right? And what's his name? Not Thune, but he's on the chop block too, right? But we're talking about Thomas Massey, Massey, and all the rest of them, right? And that's the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. These people serve no purpose being in the government. Now that their careers are over, right? And as it should be, right? Because they never stood by our president. They've been hating from the sideline the whole time. And I feel good about this, and so should you, you know? So, yeah, so that is mainly some of that. I mean, look at my comments for a little bit. Boy, I tell you, man. Let's see here, blah, 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 blah. See here. Happy Max says, that's some pretty Kennedy Center crap. Made me laugh. I know, right? Boy, Cheyenne is about to come on, for your information. Cheyenne. Who is Cheyenne? Did I miss somebody? Cheyenne. Okay. All right, let me see here. Howard says, okay, let me see here. I'm going to make sure I get everybody here. All right. Did I miss something? Cheyenne. All right, hold on for a minute. Coconut says, are real. Okay, coconuts are real. Wax, I agree, it's old, but it continually being adapted with better quality and tech. Howard says, you have no clue, Wax. Coming from a keyboard position means nothing. See how they actually work. U.S. ground founders love them. Let me see here. Coconut are real says, BT, Wax, just chatting, no smoke. BTW, waxing, chilling, chatting, no smoke. Waxing Nightmare says, when people say our missiles were depleted from the Iran, right? But like we were running out of missiles already because Biden gave a lot of them to Ukraine and things. We still got a lot of missiles. Don't believe the hype. We got technology that we still ain't even seen yet. United States ain't what people think it is, right? We saw a little bit of that with Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. Howard says, some of you don't realize being in a position where an A-10 save your ass. See here, and coconuts are for real says, Wax, laughing my ass off. They forgot that, and we still not paid for the deal. Coconuts are real says, Biden arms sales that never got paid. It's hilarious. Happyback says, that's the problem right there. Dems got taken over by the Hugo Chavez team, right? Yeah, Hugo Chavez, right? Okay, Wax Nightmare says, the Dems have no future. They don't even believe in themselves. Howard says, we are preordained, right, to save Western culture. God has blessed this nation warts and all. Yeah, I know that's right though, Howard, man. He has blessed this nation. To my God has blessed this nation tremendously, you know. Black Guy 9 says, Democrats are segregationists and old socialists. Absolutely correct. Waxing Nightmare says, calling Democrats socialists is funny. That would imply they actually read. Well, I mean, we have to look at it, though. I mean, look at what's been going on. Their party has been hijacked, right, by the far left, right? I mean, you look at people like Mondumi, AOC, right, to say the least. You know, we had a whole list of these people. AOC, right? What's her name again? what's the name? Taliba Rashid, and all the rest of them. These are all, and then what's his name? Sri Tanadar. These people are Democrat socialists, which is nothing more than Marxism and it's soon to be communism. I mean, just look at what Mundami been doing in New York. But I know what you're saying, though. You might be having humor with me, but it's all good. Let me see here. No, Tony, it's my favorite cowboy show. I know, right? Your favorite cow. We are going to do some funny stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Black Guy and I. Every day, Diane, let me see here, looking at some of this stuff here. TBS can be terminal and things. Terminal. This was what Censored Sergeant had to say. And Censored Sergeant says Islam is a grift against Christianity. Not for long. Yeah, because there's laws and things that are being set up right now. And then we have to, once again, since Obama been in office, he's been allowing more of them and things in the country, right? And the Muslim Brotherhood, don't leave that out, and how he weaponized and pretty much just created ISIS, right? This is all under the state-funded group that he did as well. So we have Obama, right, to thank for all this mess right now, even in Iran. This is all Obama's fault, right? And this is why he's like the worst president ever. But let's go ahead and pull this up here. I'm going to let me go ahead and pull up another thing here for you guys. And let's see here. Let me see here. Where is that at? All right. Yeah, so that's the thing about that. Did I grab all of this? I wonder. Yep. But at any event, let's go and pull this one up. This is the reason right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we are in this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I got to get, and this one I'm giving credit for Dupe Horn. And he posted this actually, and I believe this is on Truth Social. 6 explosive uranium-1 facts, right? And can you guys see this pretty good? You know what I'm saying? Are you guys able to see what's going on here? It says 6 explosive uranium-1 facts. Secretary Clinton betrayed America. Will we all agree on that? Number 1, the former head of Russia's uranium company made 4 hidden donations to the Clinton Foundation, totaling $2.35 million. Number 2, Bill Clinton, right, bagged a $500,000, right, speech in Moscow paid for by a Kremlin-backed bank. Kremlin-backed bank. Number 3, the FBI have uncovered evidence that Russian nuclear industry officials engage in bribery, kickbacks, and extortion, and money laundering. Number 4, the Clinton Foundation received a $145 million from foreign investors involving in Ukraine. It was a uranium deal. Number 5, FBI agents have an eyewitness and documents to support the most explosive parts of the uranium-1 story. Number 6, Clinton mega donor Frank Holmes lied about selling uranium-1 before Clinton approved the Russian transfer. Ooh, boy, what y'all think on this one? Could you guys, y'all want to jump in on this situation? The uranium-1? What do you guys think? Yeah, look at this here. Boy, I tell you, man. So does it look like these people are very, very worried? Does it look like these people have a lot to be worried about? Because we see it right here. Look at this here, right? This is something right here, right? Some random guy. I would chat on her too. Right. Yeah, you can chat on her. Yeah, it's cool. I'll welcome you on. It's all good. Lock her up. It's what Diane is saying. Black Guy 9 got the little animal there, the beaver. Let me see here. Not me says Trump administration withdrew the U.S. from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. Let me see. You're saying that the Trump administration withdrew the U.S. From the Iranian nuclear deal? I mean, yeah, we withdrew it because, actually, we weren't even, Iran wasn't even supposed to have it. But they got it, and we know who these people were. Her and Obama had a lot to do with them having the uranium one in the first place. They weren't even supposed to have it. Howard says you got no to Somali areas in Minnesota, right? That cops refuse to enter at night. Yeah, it's still a mess over there. But yeah, this is basically what it is, though. Yeah. Let me see here. Not me says resulting in the country aggressive resuming enrich and stockpiling thousands of kilograms of enriched uranium. This is the reason. He says here that Hillary's coconuts are for real. Says Hillary destroying evidence and disregarding the Benghazi was enough. But here's the thing about it. As I said before, it's just a matter of time before the Trump administration get their hands on that uranium, right? They're going to get it because they're going to trace how did the uranium get to Iran? That's the question that we all have to be asking. Because if you remember, right, before Obama, what was that, 2016? And all that money that Obama gave Iran, what was it, like over 1.4 billion or something like that in total? This is all coming from Obama. You know what I'm saying? We have to ask the question, the right questions. It's about the uranium. The uranium shouldn't be in Iran in the first place. That's the point. It shouldn't be there. Why is it there? Right? That's the thing. So if they can prove, because handling uranium, once again, the isotopes, right? It leaves a digital thumbprint, and they're going to know who it is that was behind this stuff. That's why they panicked out now for it, right? That's what we got to get down to. Why and how did the uranium ended up being in Iran? And how is all this money that they've been funding Iran, right? How's all this money? We over here thinking about this. Right? Boy, I tell you, man. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. So what I want to share with y'all in regards to this. And you know that Hillary is guilty as sin, though, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time because these people are looking at a military tribunal. It's not going to be a regular court thing for these people. This is treason at the highest degree, right? This is not nothing light. Because you have levied war against the American people for your own benefit, right? That's what we do know, right? And other nations that are enemies to America, right? But they've been setting deals up with these people, man. How does that happen? How and why is the question that we have to ask, you know? We didn't vote for these people, right? We didn't vote for them to be some type of king or some type of ruler. They're supposed to represent the American people, for the people, by the people, you know? Have they done that? They did not. They have been enriching themselves. They have been creating enemies to America, all for this. They have total totalitarian rule is what they've been doing, right? Look at what's been going on, man. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're seeing, treason. Because it ain't no shadow of a doubt that they can't prove this stuff. We didn't have, because Iran never had nuclear uranium, we're going to just say uranium, but enriching it to create How many kilograms of it to create a nuclear war here? That's what the plan was, right? Because we know that Obama is created the Muslim Brotherhood, and a lot of the Muslim Brotherhood people, they've been in our country, sleeper cells and everything else, right? Get them to activate, right? This is what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. And we are seeing more and more and more, right? Obama to be committing war crimes on the daily. He has been, right? The drones and the bombings under Obama, and this is really, basically killing a lot of people, including a lot of our allies too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really out here trying to go after the enemies of America. No, he went after our allies of America, right? And that's exactly what's going on. Obama is going to go down in history as creating some of the most atrocious war crimes in history, right? This is what a sitting president was doing, right? Boy, I tell you. Yeah. Hillary, hold on, I'm going to read this too. Hillary, and thank you for the like. Hillary is a high priestess of the synagogue of Satan. They all are Luciferians, not a conspiracy. This is what Censor Sergeant has to say, you know. I would say this. She is Hillary Clinton. That I do know for sure, right? Because we have the evidence once again, right? And it's going to come out. You know, it's going to come out regards to this other thing, all in cahoots with the Central Insurgent Agency. Because we have insurgencies right now, right, that they have created because they knew this moment was going to happen. With these midterms, there's things about to go down in this country right around the midterms and stuff, you know. And we don't think that Trump and the military and so forth don't know this, right? So if they are pushing an insurgency, yeah, we know this. They are pushing an insurgency. And Trump and the Patriots are the counterinsurgency, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is, counterinsurgency. Being prepared for when it goes down, no match for the military. I don't know what they're going to do, trying to push against the military, but that's going to be very difficult. And I'm glad it's going to be difficult because, again, ladies and gentlemen, here on the soils of America, these people that are pushing the insurgency are not just anti-American, but they want to destroy American way of life. This was the reason why they were pushing to get rid of the guns. We got more guns in this country, as I said before, than any nation, any country in the world, by far, right? And this terrifies the parasitical elite class, right? See, one thing about it is you just can't be going to one source when we talk about this. They are globalist. They're all over. You know what I'm saying? With the top 1% that we're talking about here, right? These people are global. These people have been what we call parasitical elite class. They're parasites. They live off the bottom half of the American working poor, straight like that, right? Why do you think that the tax system was created in the first place, which should have never been an issue in our country? We should never be paying taxes. Paying taxes is totally un-American, right? Because it served no purpose for the people, right? But it was implemented by them, right? This is what ended up happening. A lot of stuff that we are dealing with right now has been created and implemented by the parasitical elite class. This is exactly what it is. And we have to keep in mind that the people at the top pay no allegiance to no country, no nation on earth. It's all about them. They set the rules and everybody's supposed to follow. They hate Trump, right? Because Trump, he's a billionaire. He may not have as much money as these globalists. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of them, we still don't know who these people are. But these people are pushing policies and controlling politicians, controlling presidents of old, right? and also controlling countries, right? They control, it's the control, right? And what are we? The counterinsurgency to stop what has been going on, right? Because once we break free of the Federal Reserve Bank, from that point, we're going to see none of this inflation no more, right? We're going to be able to go on the gold standard the way it's supposed to be, where the gold era, the gold age, has talked about this many times, where we will have prosperity here in America, right? You will know what it means to be an American, right? Land of the free, home of the brave, right? To have the liberty, right? To be able to pursuit of happiness, right? These things are what matter to be an American. People that's outsiders truly don't understand because they've been under some type of socialist, Marxist, communist type of regimes. They don't get it. It's like it's amazing to them how we are allowed to have guns over here. It's amazing to them that we have so much freedom, right? That we can do things and go places or whatever. Instead of saying you can't go there, let me see your ID, checkpoint Charlie and all that other type of stuff, right? But so they don't understand it. You have to be a true American to understand it. Then you got people that became Americans and they understand it because it says, shit, in my country, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. And they're telling you, because they understand they lived under communism, Marxist, socialist type of stuff. They get it. Censorship, right? Look at the stuff that we're fighting. We're talking about centralized government. Trump is decentralizing government, right? Look at the monetary banking system. It was centralized. Trump is decentralizing it as well, too. When he created the tariffs, and the tariffs have always been something, going back to McKinney, going back to Andrew Jackson, man, it's always been a thing in America, right? Because with tariffs, ever since Trump has implemented the tariffs starting at 10%, he's been bringing wealth back into this country the way it should have been. The people that got rid of the tariff system was people after 1913 and the Federal Reserve Bank. We weren't even around, but they got rid of it because it was the threat. We're talking about the tariffs, right? Which is income-based people system, right? This is what it is. It's coming from the external, we're talking about from other countries that are pouring into America, right? This is how America have wealth, right? This is what it been before. So as more money come into America, more jobs are created, right? Other opportunities are created. We're talking about IT, tech, AI, all these things, semiconductors, everything, Apple, everything, these other, open source, AI and all these other companies that's here in America. We're seeing it in real time from his economic system, which is tariff-based. And also with the tariffs, he can negotiate. When these countries start to do something that's not in favor of the United States, just like with India, right? Y'all remember what they were smuggling those fentanyl in here, posing as whatever it was? And when Trump found out about it, he hit them with a tariff. Trump also have reciprocal tariffs as well, too. You know what I'm saying? Which they try to get rid of. They try to get rid of this stuff because it's a threat. Look at the debt-based system that the globalists created. Debt-based, meaning that it's pulling from the people in this country, just like in the world. A debt-based system versus a income-based system. It's two different systems. One serve the people, the other one serve globalists, right? And it pulls money out the people. This is what a lot of your Dems and rhinos are trying to protect. They want to protect their system. This is why they always screaming about, we got to protect democracy. It's not democracy that we need. It's a constitutional republic, right? Of the United States of America, right? That's what we are now, and that's what we will continue to be. Versus, it's a democracy, mob rules, and all this other kind of stuff, right? They are the ones, ladies and gentlemen, and we are seeing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You cooked, man. What's it? Rest in peace. He said you cooked, man. No, he doesn't understand though. Born to do it. You don't understand, man, what's going on. You're speaking from your emotions because you have Trump derangement syndrome, probably. One of the two. But he don't even realize, ladies and gentlemen, how powerful America truly is. I don't even know if he's even American, but it's laughable. See, the people that come in here, that you can see right now, may not even be an American. He said, "Rest in peace, USA." I don't think he's American, to be honest. And he could be a bot too. Could be a bot. But this gives me more and more, because real Americans don't talk like this. Because if America loses, they live in America too. I ain't rooting for this though. You know what I'm saying? Even let's say if I wasn't a Trump supporter, I still don't want America to lose, right? Because I live in America. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But he's over here because, again, he doesn't have the freedoms wherever he's from. He doesn't have the freedoms. He doesn't have a strong economy, right? We're talking about a system, a people's, right? We're talking about people's economy, right? We're talking about the non-debt base. See, our system ain't built off of debt, right? It's built off of income coming from who? The people of the other countries that study pouring in revenue back into America. What he just said don't even make any sense. He doesn't understand tariffs. I already know right then and there. How are we losing when we're collecting and building money? You think this $37 trillion deficit? It's even said that we may not even owe that amount because we can prove how this country has been hijacked, right? And forced to in submission, right? And look at the system, right? It's all off of debt. It's a debt-based system. It was bound. What did they say about a debt-based system like this? It's a house of cards. It was doomed to fall, 55, 60 years? It was on the way to collapsing anyway, right? This is why they were trying to do the Great Reset, right? This is the stuff they were trying to do. They're telling you that I'm talking about from the globalists, the parasitical elite class. They're telling you that we're over here resetting the system because they knew it was going to fall, right? So they had things that were set up, and this is what it was. They were going to make China the new superpower. They were getting the European countries as well as the United States to give up their independent energy sources to go to windmill, go to solar panel and all this other stuff, right? This is the stuff that they were basically doing. We thought we were going to have it bad now. Look at what Germany did. They destroyed their actual energy infrastructure, right? China is making, or at least they was, making windmills and solar panels to ship to Europe in these countries so they can give up their grid, right? And then they're talking about the Paris Climate Act. Oh, they've been lying ever since about this Paris Climate Act stuff. Trump stopped that, got us out of there, saving us a lot, got us out the WHO and everything else. And these people, it's like they can't even understand or see the forest before the trees. But it's all good. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my mods, man. You guys are on standby because, like I said, we don't have to have a big, huge audience anymore because it was getting way out of control. People can come in here. You can comment. You can either agree or disagree. We just say or ask that you respect the house, right? If you that much, got an issue with Trump and all the rest of this stuff, you can always go to another channel. There's plenty of liberal channels out here that support, seeing Trump fail and all the rest of that stuff, right? But yeah, let me go ahead and remove this as well here too. But it's been up here too long. Yeah, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what's been going on, right? Boy, I tell you. So yeah, so America right now is winning though, man. We are winning. How can you be against America and not win, man? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Thank you for the likes.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for the likes. Let me make sure that I ain't missing missing too many people or whatever. Yeah, because before, man, I had a lot of people, a lot of haters, man. I get people on here, man, that come in this room, boy, I tell you. Yeah, you're right, though, Censor Sergeant. Climate change is a grift, right? Even Bill Gates admitted that it was a hoax, right? Who was the one that set this up? Al Gore, Oh, it's supposed to be squeaky clean Al Gore. And what about that other ugly-looking girl, man, that looked like a bad actor off of Dumb and Dumber? What's her name? Greta Thunberg, man. Greta Thunberg was trying to come here to America and push that propaganda. Guess what? She got denied. The ugly chick from Sweden. I always stay on Greta Thunberg. Boy, I tell you, man, when she was a little girl, they set that girl up, push her out there and everything. I tell you, man. Yeah, let me see here. Censor says, I'm just kind of reading some of the comments here. Censor Sergeant says, Trump is destroying and cooking the CIA operations. Venezuela, Iran, Cuba. Right, notice a trend. It's absolutely. Cheap oil is coming, free energy. You're 100% correct. I was about to mention that. You know what I know, like most of us in this room, man. Exactly. It's a trend. It's not only just that, but it's liberating these countries from tyranny as well. They have access. Cuba, now once he get rid of the Raul, you can't trust nobody named Raul, but you know what I'm saying, Raul and the present leadership that's over there in Cuba, they got to go, right? They got to go. And like Censor Sergeant say, we're seeing a trend, right? With what they're doing in all these Latino countries and stuff like that. Boy, we got the Monroe Doctrine back in effect. That's a beautiful thing. We got the Panama Canal back because of Trump. Look at old low-down ass smiling teeth, Jimmy Carter. Welcome back, Mr. Carter. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. No, we ain't welcoming you back at all, though. Stay gone, man. Stay gone. One of the worst presidents ever, man. What's that book called? Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. He done a lot of dirt, man. That's another enemy of America. And I can actually say that because there was a book called Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. And it actually referenced that, In fact, let me see if I can pull it up. Some of you guys may know about that book. Let me see the book called Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. Boy, I tell you. Here it is right here. This is the book right here. Boy, I tell you, boy, this is a bad book here, man. Boy, that's a bad book. Y'all see him on smiling teeth, Jimmy Carter, right? The peanut farmer, right? Oh, my goodness. Yep. We got the Rockefeller Files. Boy, I tell you, man. We got the Bilderberg Group. Right? They meet every 4 years. If you guys, this stuff, talking about conspiracy, it's jumping off the pages today, man. Here, what about Henry Kissinger? Kissinger, right? This is the guy that set up the whole, what? When we talk about the oil and everything like that, the petrodollar and all that stuff in the Middle East, Kissinger. He was the guy that did a lot of things, man. Our foreign policy and all this stuff. Kissinger, Henry Kissinger, Boy, I tell y'all, man, ain't that something? Yep. Good day, sir. Yep. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Oh, yeah, Creepy Joe showering with Ashley. Yeah, that was his teenage daughter, as Censor Sergeant said, This is the type of stuff here. They didn't have no smoke for Biden at all. They tried to hide this stuff. There ain't no hiding. You know what I'm saying? It's a pedo. This is what pedos do. Because we know there's probably been more going on in that shower. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing about it. No real man shower when they teenage daughter, man. Are you serious? No way in the world, man. Are you crazy? But yeah, this is the type of nonsense. Yeah, Kissinger was a globalist, right? Treason, Satanist lover. Yeah, Henry Kissinger. Right? He sure. Look at him. Boy, I tell you. And these books are some good books right over here. You know, I already have Audibles, right? Propaganda. I remember I mentioned that book before. What's the guy's name on the propaganda? Eric Benes, right? Which is the nephew of Sigmund Freud. This guy basically just wrote the whole propaganda thing, right? This is before World War II happened. This is what Hitler had to use, right? To get the people, right? To get on board, to love Hitler, to accept what Hitler was bringing in. Hitler was financed, even by people over here in America, right? That was financing Hitler, right? You got IBM, don't leave them out. You had, Henry Ford, man. It's the truth, right? The list on others. Margaret Singer, you know what I'm saying, right? Margaret Singer, right? You know, the woman that's the godmother of Planned Parenthood, right? Oh my goodness, man. This stuff is just jumping off the pages right now, man. Where's my detractors at? Where's my smoke, right? It's jumping off the pages now, right? This is what's been going on here, you know? Boy, I tell you, man. All this stuff, man. All this stuff. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, but you guys should really get into this right pen, man. I tell you, man. Right pen. Right? In fact, let me do this here for one moment here. I'm going to copy and paste that and put that in the room. That may be easier. It may be a little easier as hyperlink text that you can click, and it'll allow you to be able to sign up. Yep. Oh, man, I think I know what happened, too. Wait a moment. I may not have my other Twitch and all those things going on, too. That explains why. Yeah, I'm supposed to have Twitch. I'm missing some other ones. Okay, no, never mind, though. The show must go on, though. It's all good. Yep, it's all good, though. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's probably why. I'm going to remember next time to stream in those other platforms like I normally do. Oh, there's Twitch right there. Okay. Supposed to be Kick and some other ones, too. Yep. Let me see here. Censor Sergeant says, Creepy Joe got with his kid's babysitter while wife and daughter died in the hospital. Is that what ended up happening? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't aware of that one, man. But if it did go down like that, but Gio is still around. You know what I'm saying? She ain't out of there yet, you know. Gio was sneaky in Joe's bed while her hubby was away. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So I ain't trying to protect him now. All right, I'm not trying to protect him, you know. Oh, man, it says, that lucky one says Trump diddle children, right? This is what he's saying. That's why he won't release the whole Epstein files. We done went over this Epstein stuff so much. You know, we have went over this stuff. But you see how they still want to push that narrative. They want Trump on there so bad. Jill was the babysitter. Okay. They want Trump on. Okay, got it. They want Trump on there so bad. They want him on the Epstein stuff so bad so it can, satisfy their narrative. Man, I tell you, man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, this is something else, man. You know, this is something else. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? See here, what else here? So we have that. And let me go ahead and pull up. Let me pull up our sponsor, my sponsor, for a minute or two, because I want to put his stuff up here. Just give me one moment. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him up and things. Let me see here. Hold on for a minute. I got to pull up my sponsor, you know. Got to get my sponsor up in here. Hold on for one moment. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we over here doing our thing, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do, right? We're always going to be doing our thing when it come down to, telling the truth for what it really is. Boy, I tell you, man. But yeah, these people that come on here, man, Trump deranged and all that type of stuff, they're going to be all right. They are going to be all right. Is it that time already? Are we already in the hour already, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, my goodness. It sounds like it's that time. Oh, look like somebody is coming to the door here, man. Oh, my goodness. Y'all know what time it is, huh? Is it that time? Oh, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull it up. The Democrat Clown Show, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think it was already that time. The Democrat Clown Show. Let's go ahead on and get it popping, right? The Democrat. Oh, here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. We got the Democrat Clown Show. Let me just pull that down here. Actually, you know what? Let me just pull that right up here. That way you guys can see it. How y'all like my new format, right? Here it is right here, boy. Oh, but Kamala, but that's okay. I got one with Kamala too. Y'all know. The Democratic Circus, or Jason Beatrice called them the Democrat Fraud Squad, right? Oh, my goodness. Look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen. It was that time already. You already know. Boy, look at this here. We also have, who is this above me here? Oh, that's Gavin Knucklehead Newsome, right? Boy, we got Maxine Wicked West Waters, boy, with that tamarine going on, boy. Look at it, though. All smiles and stuff. Look at this. We got Barack Hussein Obama, better known as Barry Santoro. Oh, my goodness, boy. Look at Barry on the trumpet. You know you can't play that trumpet. Boy, and who is that juggling? That's Pencil Neck Adam Shifty Shift. And then who we have in the middle? Yours truly, Hillary Crooked Clinton. Boy, got a little hat on and a pantsuit, looking like Beetlejuice in that suit. Boy, look at that. Oh, yeah, we got Chuck Schumer. I mean, yeah, that's it. Boy, he screwed you over. We got those balloons, man. Look at him. Boy, striking the pose. Oh, who is that? That is Hakeem, the so-called dream, High Tax Jeffries. Oh, my goodness. Y'all see what's going on here? Look at this. Boy, look at this. And then we have here, talking about holding a sign, talking about free balloons for all. Bernie, that's Bernie. They're oligarchy. They're oligarchy. They're oligarchy. All right, Bernie Sanders, settle down now, man. You done enough, with your far left whacked out. You the one that brought AOC in here. What the hell is AOC doing? She's over here doing a handstand, legs all up in the air, in the court gesture outfit, which is fitting. Boy, this is AOC at her. Is it at her best or is it at her worst? I can't tell. Oh, yeah, and then not to leave out, look at this. Last but not least, right, we have Pocahontas Warren, which is Elizabeth Pocahontas Polka Dot Warren. Boy, she got her cap and her gown, so proud, ripping off the American people. Look at all these fraudsters, man. They should be ashamed of themselves, right? Don't leave out the Cammy. I got her too. I got her covered. Boy, the Cammy. We got the Scamala Harris, better known as the Cammy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. Look at this here, man. This is what we call a freak show, a fraud squad. Look at this type of stuff, man. Boy, look at this here, man. I know how to cook, don't I? Boy, and then we also have another one, too, because, I got another one. We're going to pull up the other one here, too. Hold on for a minute. Give me one moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Allow your boy to cook, right? Oh, yeah, we also have this as well. What is this here? Oh, Dumb and Dumber. Ain't that fitting? Dumb and Dumber, right? We got Scamala Harris and AOC, right? Boy, look at it, what it here. It's called Dumb. Make sure y'all watch this movie. They're gonna be doing a movie here called Dumb and Dumber to the White House Part 3, featuring Scamala Harris and AOC. They're gonna be basically being a dynamic duo in the White House, causing all kind of mischief, just making up policies as they go, enforcing crackdowns and all kind of stuff. State talking about talking about a state, a police state. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dumb and Dumber, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, coming to a government near you. Well, we don't want it. No, we are not going to want it. But it'd be good to watch the movie, though. Dumb and Dumber 3 to the White House, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, look at that here. Don't your boy know how to cook, don't they? They'll be all right. They're going to be all right. The far left DMs are going to be all right, man. They're going to be all right. But, yeah, so let me do this here, too. All right, we got Dumb and Dumber, Scamala, and AOC. Look at that gap in her tooth. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy, let me go ahead and pull up this other thing and show you guys. This is the mindset of these types of people. The Trump derangement syndrome and all the rest of it. We're talking about ignorance. We're talking about narcissism, Marxism. We're talking about selfishness, greed, and theft. And look what we have here in the middle. We have the jackass, which is the mule or the donkey, right? Donkey, right? Oh, the donkey. Yeah, but this is what we have here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this here. Y'all know y'all love my Democrat clown show, right? Boy.
Thank you for the likes.
But this is basically what it is. This is the mindset of what we're dealing in. I need to go ahead and add Trump derangement syndrome on here because all of this equals Trump derangement syndrome. Right? Got to put that on there. Talking about the people, look at the people in government, right? They have been ripping off the American people with lies, treason, right? Open borders, right? Allowing a lot of, 15 to 25 million, right? Million of illegals entering into our country, right? Boy, they were really trying to destroy America. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. Ignorance, narcissism, Marxism, selfishness, greed, and theft, right? This is exactly what it is.
Thank you for the likes.
This is the type of stuff right here that we've been dealing with. As a jackass, as a mascot, no wonder they behave this way. Boy, I tell you, isn't this fitting? He's got down. Jeremy comes back again. Jeremy, why don't you put your real face up? You know you can't debate me. You ain't got nothing for me, Jeremy. Just sit back and be upset. This is you, Jeremy, and people like you, right? Because if you can stand for being ignorant, and that just means that they don't know. Even Jeremy, he just doesn't know, right? But what we do know is that he could have a touch or a lot of narcissism, right? Marxism. We know that he's for the Marxists, communists, socialists, bull crap, selfishness, greed, and theft. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it talking about dumb. Boy, he said, boy, I tell you, you are dumb. Hey, Jeremy, like I said before, put up something. Why don't you try educating us? I'm going to have fun for shits and giggles, man. Well, hey, Jeremy, state a fact about Trump. You want to play this game? Boy, we can play this game. Put up what you think about Trump, right? And watch me. I'm gonna make him famous. Is what I'm gonna do. I made others famous. You know, I made others famous though. You know, Boy, I tell you, man, that's the thing about it though, man. Coming in here all upset, but this is them. This is them. Transism. Yeah, I'm gonna go and update that though, John. You know, I promise I'm gonna update because I need to put some other stuff on here. We gotta get Trump derangement, trans Antifa. I like that one better. But we'll put the transism on here because with Trump, you know, he thought we already defeated this transgender ideology, right? As well as the other one, the DEI. We got rid of all this stuff. That's why they don't have nothing to go on, you know. Jeremy blows George Santoros and swallows. Yeah, he just may as well be. The guy, you know, he's American. Damn, how can you be against someone that's against George Soros, man? Shall we be, maybe he needs some reminding. Let me do that here. I think he needs some reminding, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up some other factual stuff, though, too. Because maybe he needs some reminding, you know? Hold on for one moment. I gotta look for my stuff. Where my stuff at? Where my stuff at? All right, let me see here. Let me see. Oh yeah, there it is. George Soros. All right, let's go ahead and pull up Soros, you know. Oh my goodness. All right, and then let's go ahead and remove that one right here, man. There's Soros. Oh my gosh, Mr. Krusty himself. Boy, look at this. So here it is, right? Now, you know I like to show this every now and then. This is one of them, not many of them. He's a globalist too, but it's more of them. It ain't just one, right? You can't criticize me. I'm Jewish, right? Got the little Soros band. Look at it. Got the name tag. Defund the police, ADL, right? Left wing, right? Look at what it says. Yeah. Prosecute and lawfare, right? Open borders and Democrat Party, you know? He's controlling all these groups. That some of these people that are in here, you know, that don't like Trump, and I just can't. They always want to talk about his personality. You should be looking at his policies, right? Look at this. He got the Hamas sign up, got the Nazi swastika. He got Hamas on here. These are state-funded Muslim Brotherhood terrorist groups that don't mean America or anybody in the world no good. They mean more harm. How can you be, let's say, standing with this man here? It don't make any sense, right? That lucky one says Republicans will tell you to work harder while they make themselves rich. Is that absolutely true? Because and it's notice that he only talks about the Republicans. You do realize that AOC is a millionaire. You do realize that Chuck Schumer is a millionaire. You do realize that Pocahontas Warren is a millionaire, right? You do realize that Gavin Newsom is a millionaire, right? Maxine Waters is a millionaire, right? We could go on and name a lot of these people. What about Hakeem Jeffries, right? You don't think he's no millionaire either? Have you ever asked how did these people make their money, right? We know how Trump made it, but how did they make their money? Oh, it was about scamming the people. Millionaires telling poor people that billionaires are the reason why they don't have anything, why the millionaires have enriched themselves off the backs of the American people, right? Because if you look at the billionaires, right, and the billionaire class like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, right? Let's talk about them. Even that low-down Bill Gates, a lot of them set up corporations in the private sector, right? So therefore, your behind can have a job. And if you want to be rich, you can be rich because America says so, right? You can come up with a business plan, come up with an idea. This is what we're talking about, ingenuity. Started here. We have more millionaires and billionaires here in America, outside of these old low down ass politicians, right? So you know you don't have nothing for me. Just admit that. He's going to sit up here and talk about, yeah, Republicans and how they enrich themselves. You notice he don't have no smoke. John Public, you have no smoke whatsoever for the people that you support. And we already know, I've been dealing with your kind before, many a times. You don't have nothing for me. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Look at him coming in here. Oh, he called me. Hey, go ahead and get Mr. Sicko or Sick Joe, whatever the hell his name is. Go ahead and bounce him out of here because my rules are clear. No insulting the host. No changing the goalposts. Right? No asking a question with a question or redirecting or whatever your deflection that you try to do. Right? There would not be any of that, you know? So therefore, yep, get him on out of here, ladies and gentlemen. He called me a douchebag. And I got you covered too, man. You know what I'm saying? Wait a moment. Is my mind's in here? Black Guy 9, you want to have access to him? Go ahead and get him on out of here, please. I appreciate it, though. Black Guy 9, you know. Go ahead and bounce Mr. You know what sucker out of here, you know? Yeah, boy, anybody that's rooting for this man here, boy, you need to have your head examined, man. Boy, I tell you, get him out of here. See ya. Don't want to be ya. You're out of here, you know? You're out of here, you know? We can have a debate, but when you go to name calling, that lets me know how little you are intellectually, right? Oh, my goodness. Thank you for the like, too. I appreciate it. Boy, ain't it something, though? He's standing for this type of stuff. Oh, man. Can y'all believe it? Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you. Let me see. That dork won. Okay, that dork won. You lost. Face it, you loser. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, that's the thing about it, though, man. When you start bringing up real common sense stuff, because I even give him the floor. I wouldn't even ask him once again, what is your problem with Trump? And I think that is the question right now. What is their problem with Trump? What's your problem with Trump? I'm talking about people that don't, and I'm asking the question, right? Let's go on and debate this thing. What is your problem with Trump? And it has to be policy based, not about his personality, not what he said. I'm going to put the rules out there. What is your problems with Trump? It's about the policy, right? And that's what we're talking about. I want to know. Come on in here. Don't be afraid of me. You know, let's say Republicans promised $2 gas in raise. Okay. Well, let's talk about it, right? Let's go on and talk about it. Trump already knew he had to go into Iran. This was a necessary thing, right? Because he wanted to stop that enrichment of that deal. What the globalists that control the oil and all the rest of that stuff, and make a long story short, they put a scare out there. They always control it. We got to keep in mind, they still control the economy. We got to keep in mind on that. So they put these scare tactics out here for the world. Oh, yeah, going to war. Oh, going to be scarcity with oil. We don't even get our oil from Iran at all. But to put the scare out there, that's what drove the rates up. But guess what? What you should be talking about, the lucky one, right? The rates are going down now. The pricing is going down now. I'm over here getting gas at $3.50 some odd cents, man. Boy, I tell you, they act like it's going to just stay up forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tell you, man. Let me see here. That Trump is destroying and cooked the CIA operations and oil, blah, blah, blah. Then understand. What did it say here? Is that a cutoff? Don't, Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing about it, though, man. I mean, let me see here. Let me see here. Go get a real job and stop begging for the government. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing about him. We're talking about straight up policies. You want to bring up gas prices. It's going down now. When Biden was in there, it was 9% inflation, right? I remember it. Gas prices was actually higher under Joe Biden than it was with Trump. At least Trump letting you know that it's a temporary thing. Wasn't a permanent thing. Because to his logic, the prices should steadily be going up. Am I correct? Inflation should steadily be going up. Everything should steadily be going up. It's going down. Not up, but down. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it, you know? Endless war, it stopped the war. It ain't been no war. Trump just bombed Iran, right? To total submission, to capitulate, to submit, right? And that's what they did, right? There's no more scare out here. Trump was giving them a chance. He kept giving them a chance, kept dealing with them. It was being jerked around. We know when we're being jerked around. Enough is enough, right? Now they understand how powerful America is. Iran is isolated, starving them out economically, right? He did the smart thing and the right thing, right? This is what it is. So if I had to suffer a little bit on the gas, it's worth it. So we can go ahead and get that uranium dust. You know, to me, it's worth it, man. And the prices are going down, right? And it's going to go down a lot lower than that, you know? But Trump derangement syndrome is not in your best interest. Let's just face it. Boy, I tell you. And Nyla Williams says, I'm sorry, but Trump is not a good president. Tell me why Trump is not a good president. Give me something. Slick Nick in the house, boy. We got Slick Nick. Boy, Slick Nick. Hold on for a minute. Let me dress you proper, Slick Nick. Hold on for a minute. Got another mod in here. Got 100. All prices are going down. Exactly. And he still want to fight. I'm going to hear what Nyla Williams had to say. Nyla. Nyla. Tell me why. You said that, I'm sorry, but Trump is not a good president. Tell me why Trump is not a good president. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kathy Meyer says, drill, baby, drill. She's right about that. Drill, baby, drill. We got Gabe Vincent, right? He says Trump 2028. You right about that. Williams says, my gas prices are still going up. No, it's going down. It's going down. It ain't going up. Now, you ain't got to tell me where you are. But I'm over here in Michigan, right? And the rates have been going down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really curious. I'm curious to actually know about that because I don't think so, unless you may be in California. I hope not. So while she ponders on that question, right? The lucky one says the port. Let me see. Did I miss anything? No, hold on for a minute. Okay. Yeah. The Red Dead Hunter says, you guys, Trump is good guy, right? This is what he's saying. He does wars that affect America, not foreign countries. And we should only help our allies who didn't help the others like we should Israel. They don't have NATO. We're going to be pulling out of NATO. NATO is the United States. So let's go in and look at this, though, too. There was reasons why he went into Iran, just like there are reasons why he have gone into Venezuela. He's going into Cuba. He's liberating these countries, getting our enemies out, things that Obama should have been doing, Biden should have been doing. We call him basement Obama, to be honest. Bush should have been doing. They did not do this. It was just all about bowing and paying money to our enemies. They know it's the truth because we already have it. They've been paying Iran. Why pay Iran? He paid them over, $1.4 billion? Boy, please. He ain't going to sit up here and pay Iran? Biden paying, why are we paying these people? Oh, please don't attack us. Oh, Lord and Lord, we're going to pay you off. We're going to give you money. Oh, whatever you do. Oh, man, what did Obama say? Yeah, the Iranians, they're very tough. Oh, man, nothing we can do. All these scare tactics and stuff. Oh, my goodness, though. Oh, my gosh, boy, I tell you, man, it's so funny, though, right? Oh, man, where my laugh track at, man? Where am I, boy? Boy, this is a joke. Boy, I tell you, man, it's a joke. This is what it's coming down to now? Oh, my goodness, man. And what is this here, too? Nida says, just for gas. I see Discord Rhyme says, LOL. She's like, yeah, laughing at it. It's hilarious, though. I love the photo, though, I love this cosplay stuff, too, Let me see here. Blue Top Guitar says, this cartoon is too crazy to be useful. Trump is looting the entire USA. Oh, my goodness. Y'all believe this? You help her. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, man. You're saying that Trump is looting America, right? And when you say that he's looting, meaning to take from the people, right? So you mean to tell me, actually tell me that the reason that our economy and everything like this, because before Trump, that there was 9% inflation. Gas prices was high. And at that time, we did not have American business in America. They were overseas, right? The people, let's do a correction here for a blue top guitar. What he meant to say is that the left, which is the Dems, along with the rhinos, same people, they have been taking money, fleecing America, right? Taking money. In fact, we're going to pull this up. Let me give you a better... Hold on for one moment. Please stay right there. Hold on for one moment. Got to pull up the chart. Makes it a lot more easier. So that way he can be able to follow along now. I knew. Here it is right here. This is the NGO system right here, right? The NGO system. Stay with me now. This is the geo system of the NGO system. That way he's going to learn something today, right? Here it is. Number one. Government subcontract their illegal, shady activities. Number two, right? NGOs get massive funding, right? plausible deniability, right? Number 3, taxpayers, plural, get the bill, right? This was the system that was the Democrats were using. This is why the whole Doge, don't forget about that. Government, right? The government, deficiency and things, right? Doge, right? Was created because of this nonsense here. Government advanced agendas. NGOs get rich and cover. You pay the bill. Sounds familiar, right? Perfect cycle. Zero accountability. Your taxes at work. So back at you, right? This is what he meant to say, ladies and gentlemen. You can't hide from this, though, right? And this is exactly what ended up happening. This is why when I started naming off these politicians, they enriched themselves because of this nutshell, this NGO system in a nutshell. That's exactly how they got rich. See what I'm saying? This is how they got rich. Trump was already rich. He's already had billions. But what they don't talk about is people like Adam Shifty Schiff, Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, and all the rest of them. How did they get so rich? How did Obama get so rich? He already had money from his stepfather, but how did they become rich? Because of this right here. This is why they got rich. This is how they got money. This is why we are in a situation now that Trump is cleaning up. This is why we have accountability and responsibility right now, right? This is the reason as to why Doge and things were set up, right? To stop, right? This hemorrhaging and stolen money, all this fraud going on. Because they were just giving themselves kickbacks in these old NGO useless programs, which wasn't going to these other countries. It was going there and bouncing back in their pocket. And we know this is their system, right? Did I cook them? Yeah, I cooked them, right? I sure did. But this is what it is. I wanted to show this because I knew I was going to get some old person that think they smarter than me, right? To try to come in here. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. This is what's going on. This is the NGO system. This is something that the left don't want to talk about. But matter of fact, we're going to be dealing with this from now on. We're going to keep this right here. This is why it's so important, right, to vote in the midterms so we can get the rest of these people out of the government. We're going to primary the rest of them on the Republican side, right? We're going to take control of the full House and Senate. We're going to sweep it like we swamped them before, right? When Trump did it, majority rule of the House and the Senate, right? He won in 7 swing states as well, right? And we can do it again. Now that we have the redistricting, right? And we have made corrections, right? And we have a great chance. All you got to do is go out and vote, right? Because are you tired of this? Are you happy with what President Trump has been bringing in? We already went over it, right? In fact, let me do this. Let's go ahead and pull that up as well, too. Hold on for a minute. I got them covered. We're going to go straight on the White House. You know, guys know I've been on the White House before, right? It's called the White House, right? The White House, right? Let's go ahead and, right? Go and pull this up. Boy, I tell you. Just give me one moment here, ladies and gentlemen. One moment. Let's go ahead and do this here. We're going to go ahead and take that out the way right now. All right. Don't allow. I always hate it when they always ask me this. The White House. Yeah, Marine One, boy. Look at this. Boy, save America. I even love, look at the investments that's coming. This is what I'm talking about right here. How can you be against this man? It says here, hold on for a minute. Let's read it. The Trump effect. Since President Donald J. Trump returned to office, his America First economy, the policies have sparked trillions of dollars in new investments in the U.S. manufacturing, technology, and infrastructure. Look at all these companies down below, like Roche, right? Or Roche, right? SoftBank, Oracle, right? TS Conductor, right? Syngene, right? OpenAI, IBM, Lilly, right? Look at these. Siemens, Apple, NVIDIA, all these companies, Toyota, they're coming to America now, big time, right? Because they know if they can work in America, and some of these are American companies, that means that they don't have to deal with tariffs. Means that we got a booming economy. This is what it means of having true, strong leadership. Something that Joe Biden don't have on his resume, let alone Obama don't have anything on his resume. You can't even tell me Obama policy, right? I can, but look at this. This is where it starts with investing in America, because it's an America first agenda. And this is why a lot of my critics, they don't hold a candle to us, MAGA, because they want to talk about other issues and things instead about what is truly important. And this is right here. This is jobs for the future, right? We're talking about Trump has set up data centers across the United States for AI. We're going to be the #1 leading in AI in the world, right? So you better get back to school, and you better stop complaining, because there's opportunity here in America now, right? It's exactly what it is. Look at this. It's a beautiful thing. Trump has done more for America than any left politician or president of old. Obama's legacy will be dead and gone. Once he goes in a military court tribunal for treason and all that, he's going to be in those silver bracelets going to Guantanamo Bay or wherever it is. I'll just say, hey, bring back the hanging. You know, it's about time, right? Shoot. But in any event, this is exactly what it is. Let's talk about the Save America once again. Boy, look at that. Act now, right? This is what America First is about. This is about winning. Look at this. America citizens, and only American citizens, make that a little bigger so you can see it. There we go. Should decide American elections. Save the American Act. It's common sense, bipartisan bill that would simply require, right, a valid ID before registering vote in the federal election, right? Proof of citizenship. No mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. It's plain and simple. This is coming from the whitehouse.gov, right? Look at this. The president is calling on Republicans and Democrats to pass the Save American Act. Required for voter ID. To vote should be something that no American should oppose. If you want to register to vote in the United States of America, that's what I said, you have to be a citizen in the United States. The Save American Act will direct states to remove non-citizens from the voter rolls. That's what they're doing now, cleaning up the voter rolls. I've always said that. America lags behind other nations, right, in enforcing basic and necessary election protections. This is exactly what it is. If India and Brazil have a tie vote ID and a biometric database, why the United States largely rely on self-attestation for citizenship? Why? Why? That's the question. Why is it that we are the only country, or one of the only country that I think of have mail-in ballots? We know why, because the Dems needed to cheat. Look at this. This is called the once again score for America. Once again, the blue states hate accountability. The blue states hate responsibility. They hate it, they hate it, they hate it, you know, because they can sit up here and play the victim. How's that working out? They done wasted all this time when they had Kamala Harris and she ran a whole campaign hating Trump or blaming Trump. You can't win a policy like this. Even the people on the left, and I talked to them, they say, I wanted to really vote for her, but I knew she wasn't going to win because she didn't have a policy. She still don't have a policy, and she's still trying to run. That's the craziest thing about it. Even the people that champion, you go girl, Harris, Kamala Harris, look at it. She's dumb, low IQ. They hated Kamala, but they had to pick her because they weren't allowed to switch. The money was allocated for Biden and unfortunately Kamala Harris. All that money was wasted on her campaign. Shoot. Even a parrot can repeat and recite some stuff back. It's just sad, man. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy, can he cook? Can he cook? It's so easy, man. What? It's so easy. But yeah, this is why Uncle Sam needs you. Look at him. The American Saved Act. And it will go into effect. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the Trump accounts. Right? Boy, I tell you, Trump accounts jumpstart the American dream. Y'all remember I mentioned it. I'm going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it all the way up to the midterms. This stuff will never get old. We're building long-term financial security for millions of kids through the tax advantage investment accounts for U.S. citizens under 18. Look at that. Boy, that's a beautiful thing. He got the thing. Look at this. This is $1,000. Any child that is born. Boy, I tell you. Look at this. Any child that is born in 2026, they will get the $1,000 will be added to Amy's account early as July the 4th. Boy, I tell you, this is how our president rolled, boy. Look at this. Right? Get $1,000 for every American child born between January the 1st, 2025 and December the 31st, 2028. So you parents out there, you Zennials and Millennials, it's about time. It's about time to get on this program. The account is fully in the child's name. And you are the sole custodian, right? Until they turn 18. This is coming from President Trump. You know, the one they say, I'm greedy, so-and-so, stealing the money from the American people. Here it is. Remember, he already is a billionaire. He already have billions. That's why he can't be bought. Obama was bought. Biden was bought. And all the rest of them was bought. Boy, I tell you. Look at this. No contributions necessary. That means you don't have to put in any money to get this. But I recommend that you do. But you can deposit, it says, up to $5,000 a year, maximum growth. No other president done this, but yours truly is Donald J. Trump. That's why he's the greatest president ever. Boy, ain't that something? See, I knew I had something for you when you came in this room. I'm just hitting them with facts left and right, Complete the form 4547. It's just funny how that came up like that, right? 4547. If you haven't already, download the app and create it. Look at this. Wait for your invite, right? It's telling you how to get this thing going because it will be launching July 4th, our Independence Day, 250 years of America since the birth of America, man, right? Big things start with small steps. Ain't that something? Look at that with the baby. Boy, I tell you, man, it's called Jumpstart Their Financial Future. So no matter how much you try to hate, that makes no sense whatsoever. What type of greedy tyrant would do something like this? Oh, I know a person like Obama that never did it. Biden never did it. You name me the presidents, Clinton never did it. Right? Oh, man, I just love it, boy. Look at this. Build your child's financial foundation right from the beginning, starting with $1,000 from the U.S. Treasury. Your child has a huge head start in the American dream. This means black, white, and other. I love it when they kind of always come in here trying to, oh, he's a racist. You hear that? Black, white, and other, right? Better start taking advantage of this program. Get off this victimhood stuff. It ain't looking too good from you. The power of time in the market. Your account balance will grow over time on its own, whether you choose to contribute additionally or not. You may contribute up to $5,000 per year. Accelerate gains. Look at that here. Look at that little black child smiling again over here selling lemonade. Look at him. House and stuff. Look at that. He ain't in the hood. Ain't no graffiti and none of that stuff. No drive-by shootings. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Proven winners. All American growth, right? Your child funds will automatically be invested in the American companies, right? The app lets you see exactly what stocks they own and how they're performing. Boy, that's a beautiful thing. So look at it here. Tyrone even going to have an investment, man. I got an investment of $1,000. How about you? I got an investment too. And my parents are adding to my future, right? Boy, this just destroys their myth. I destroyed them with Trump policies, right? You know damn well Obama is looking like crap. His policies did not work for the American people, but Trump's does. Growing their financial and their education. Look at her, 18 years old. She's smiling, got money in the bank now. I can go and I can do what I want to do with it, right? As they get older, they'll learn about investing and watching their money compound in real time. It's like Einstein said it. There's the most powerful thing on the planet called compound interest. Isn't that something? It should have been an eighth wonder of the world, compound interest, man. I tell you, man, they'll gain more than just money. They're gaining financial literacy, which we all need, especially the younger youth. This is how Trump, man, that's why I say, man, please, man, where my applause at? Boy, I tell you, where my mic at? Tell my mic drop. Where my mic drop at, man? Look at this. Got to college, 2043. Look at her. She's going to be graduating college. At 18, the Trump accounts is all theirs, right? Look at this. They're free and continue letting it grow, or they can withdraw funds right away to use for what? Things like education or a home with all of the tax advantages of the traditional IRA. Boy, look at that, boy. Look at her smiling. Everybody's smiling, man. Look at them. This is their future, and Trump cares. Look at him. Look at Tyrone smiling and everything. Look at it. This is what it's all about. It starts by early investing in your children. And Trump kicked it off, kick-started this program, man. Boy, I tell you, your child's account grows with them. Look at this. Contributing your child's Trump account is optional, but the balance will continue growing over time. I would suggest to get on this. Look at this. Look at this. Contributing $0 a year, $15,000. Contributing $250 a year. Look at this money. Look at the pot steady growing, man. Stop being a victim, man. Got to do something. Put some skin in the game, man. If you can't, do it for your children. Do it for your future. Do it for America, man. That's what I say, man. Oh, look at that. Couldn't say it no better. Look at that, man. And all the other stuff. Look at the companies, man. Additional support for these generous companies. Remember he said, oh yeah, the billionaires, they some greedy. Look at it here, right? We're talking about generous companies and philanthropies, right? Look at this. Boy, I tell you, Michael and Susan Dale. I know them putting this in here. The people from Dell Computer. Ray and Barbara Dalio, right? Look at them. They're companies. You got Dell back in this, MasterCard, Charles Schwab, Comcast, BlackRock, Chime, Chipotle, Uber, right? Visa, SoFi, Steak and Shake, BNY, Charter Communications, right? State Streets and Robinhood, right? These are your corporations. Oh, yeah, the corporations. They are evil. Oh, my goodness. Look at this, boy. Oh, man, goodness. Look at this. You guys see this stuff? Huh? Look at it. Which way? Right over here? Which way? Yeah, no, so you guys see it. It's like a reversal. But there it is. You guys see it. Let me enlarge it a little bit more, though, because I want them to see it. So this is another retort back to the so-called greedy corporations. They put him back into our children's future, man. And our children's future starts in America one day at a time, man. One day at a time. Boy, look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is a pro-family initiative that will help millions of Americans harness the strength of our economy to lift up the next generation, and they'll really be getting a big jump on life. Something that Obama didn't do. Joe Biden didn't do, right? Because they were too busy against America, right? Boy, I tell you. And this is signed by yours truly, Donald J. Trump, the president, the 45th and 47th president of the United States, the United States. Donald J. Trump. Boy, I tell you, man. Trump. Boy, I tell you, man. Ain't this something, man? That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is what it's all about. This is what it's about, winning for a change, man. And it's only going to get better. As they try to come in here and try to discredit us, they're just looking sad. They just want, oh man, I really want this. I don't want this thing to happen so we can blame Trump. But guess what? You have failed. You have failed. Hold on for a minute. Where's my Trump thing at? Hold on for a minute. I do have it. Give me one moment. Where's my Trump thing at, man? Oh my goodness. Am I missing something? Oh my gosh. But at any event, I can find it. I know I have it. Right? Yeah, I know I have it.
You have done a horrible job. You're a disgrace to our country. You're fired.
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired. I love that one. I love that one, man. I love it. Yep, I love it. I love it. I love it, boy. This is what real leadership looks like. No matter how much they try to kick Trump down, blame Trump, he just comes back for more and more. Look at this. It's a beautiful thing. Look at this, man. All the questions answered, right? This is exactly what it is, man. Look at this. This is according to CNBC.com. Treasury, Trump account sign up about 3 million kids in the early push. You see this here, ladies and gentlemen? This is big. You can't, look at this. I got something for you. Yes, I do. Look at this. The Treasury, Trump account sign up about 3 million kids in the early push. Look at this. Following a massive public push, right, including a Super Bowl ad, families have filled out, right, about 2 million Trump account forms. For about 3 million kids, Treasury, right, Secretary Scott Bassett said Friday. Parents or guardians can elect to open Trump accounts for their kids with IRS forms 4547. Let me just look in this chat here real quick. All right, because you better get it signing up. If you got any children that's been born between last year and this year, you better sign up. That's all I got to say, We got Denise Farmer in the house. Denise, boy, go ahead, Denise. You didn't think I was going to forget that you was in here. I always do that for the ladies, though, Yeah. Naya, you don't have to believe me. This is coming from the White House. I didn't make this. Oh, you don't believe it? It said it was going down active as of July the 4th. Naya, quit while you're ahead because you're making yourself look ridiculous. Anybody that will be against this, don't you have children? Don't you should be praising Trump right now? He's setting the kids up. Now, I don't know if you had your kids between 2025 and 26, but they have to be born within that time span. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Boy, I tell you. Tell my Republicans are done, man. I've been kicking your behind, that lucky one. I've been kicking your butt. And you ain't got nothing for me, man, whatsoever. You ain't got nothing for the people in this room. You just over here making ish up as you go. You still want those gas prices. You think that's going to be the, aha, I got you, but it's not. You have failed, right? I've been kicking your butt with Trump policies, common sense policies and logic, right? This is why the demo KKK rats will never be in power ever again. Oh my goodness, though, man. You come in here, you trying, Naya, just come off of it. You no match for MAGA. You're no match. You know? You're no match at all. Talking about, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You've seen the companies backing them, right? And this is why I give more shout out and kudos for the companies. These are billion-dollar companies that are investing to make sure someone's child, right, get access to the Trump investment program, man. Oh, my goodness, boy. That's why I say, man, it's just all too easy. All too easy, man. All too easy. Boy, I tell you, man, So no matter how much, let me see here. This is Bugman Bill. Since March, the global price of oil has affected Iran 50%, 100%. Analysis predicting more increases to come. All right, let me take what you just said. Okay, hold on for a minute. Stay right there, Bugman Bill. He got an interesting name. That way you guys can better see right pen. Because what do we do on here? We paste it, we expose it, and we post it, right? Let me see, because this is what he said. This is what Bugman said. So Bugman, all right, just hang around there. Bugman Bill, right? And we just know that we're gonna look at it first. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute, boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. They just want Trump to lose so bad, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. This is what Bugman just said. Now, if you guys just make it a little larger, hold on for a minute. I want Bugman too. Here's what it said. The Post states that the analysis are predicting future price increase ahead. No sourcing, no time frame, baseline, or specific analysis, right? Citations are provided. So you just made an open statement that had no credibility whatsoever. You know why? Because we check here all the time when people make statements like this, right? Here's what Bugman refused or left out, or maybe he didn't know. The Post provide no source, no data link, or name analysis to back up the 50 to 100% price claim. No baseline dates or benchmark price is given. Making a percentage range is impossible to verify, right? The Post does not name which oil benchmark is being referenced, such as WTI or Brent crude. Energy production levels and global demand shifts are all omitted as relevant context, right? Oh my goodness. Did we just destroy Bugman Bill? Oh man, Bugman Bill. Oh, I thought Bugman Bill was going to be that guy, man. Another one bite the dust star. And another one, and another one, and another one bites the dust. Oh man, just rhetoric. Have no backing, nothing. It's just coming. I could have done the same thing. But over here in this channel, we expose it, right? So you just can't make a blank open claim like this. Look what it cited. This is AI, the power of AI. Look at this here. His bias, low bias, right? Low spin and high missing information. Now, the thing about it, it is low. I give him that, but it's still missing some information. It wasn't necessarily a misspeak, but where it was predicting. A prediction don't necessarily have to come true. But what's high here is the missing part of this information right here. So if this is real journalism, yeah, we have to be worded a certain way, but not how they're wording, how you put in here. No. Sorry. No. Mm-mm. No.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. You know, someone is paying $9 for gas and they are poorly ran blue state. If they are, though, they better move. Oh, my goodness, though, man. All too easy. All too easy. Boy, I tell you, though. Don't y'all just love it, man? We just have fun with them over here on the left. And they trying, though, man. I've been going down Trump policies like I always do. They always try to find fault with something. It's like I want to throw whatever it is, and hopefully whatever it is stick. Because we got to, this guy here, this Trump dude is a terrible man. He's a racist. He's a neocon, a racist, and a Nazi, and all the rest of this stuff. Oh, he's up Israel's behind, all this other kind of stuff. As we said before, the Tucker Carlson stuff and narrative doesn't work here. Tokyo Rose, Megyn Kelly doesn't work here either. Or Candace Owens. Because you know what we're going to do? We're going to bust them right on out of here. And that's what we do, boy. Don't you love it, boy? I tell you, man. Talking about I'm not a socialist. I'm a realist. Well, let's just see about that. Hold on for a minute, Naya. You know, I'll bite. I'm game if you are. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for one moment. Let me pull up the Matrix. Hold on for a minute. Boy, hold on. Here it is right here. Boy, I tell y'all. Now, here's the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you have already seen this Matrix before, and others, it's your first time looking at it. What does Nazism and the Democrat Party share in common? Oh, socialism, right? They like these big government, this what we call centralized government. In other words, big government that gives out handouts. They don't teach you how to fish. They just give you the fish. You just depend on the government, right? That's like they did with the black community. You just depend on the government. Depend on the government. Don't worry about nothing, right? They allowed this, the 92%, not 92%, 70 some odd percent of black women, right? They jumped on the who? Lyndon B. Johnson, the Great Society, right? We got to do that again. Welfare Act of 1965, right? Oh, my goodness. And this is one of them. There's a lot of them, too. Don't teach these people how to fish, right? And all they do is giving a fish. Blame the system. Blame why they can't get ahead. Sound familiar, right? Oh, it's racism. Oh, it's this and that. But it came from your party, the one that you voted for, right? There's a lot of these socialist programs. Look at Mondummy, right? He want to have a state-funded supermarket, right? He want to offer these free rides. He going to go through that money. That $250 million that he got, he going to go through that money real quick, right? All the big businesses leaving out of New York. You can't run no company like that. The company is built off of entrepreneurism in the private sector, not the government, right? Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, Joe Biden, 87,000 IRS agents, right? Y'all remember that? 2022. Look what happened, man. You talking about the economy, inflation, everything get out of whack, right? Bro, oh, my goodness. Look at this. Gun control, right? They've been championing gun control. They say guns are the reason that people are this. Oh, my goodness. Let's get rid of all of the guns. Oh, whoa, man. You know, here's the thing about it. It ain't guns that's the problem. It's stupid people with the guns, right? This is the problem. So we say, hell no, you're not going to take the guns. We know what that means, right? And any of them, either now or the future, they will be coming back around to this thing because the Democrats are greedy. The Democrats got to have a totalitarian system, right? They fooled the people to accept their policies, which is garbage. Because as soon as something, and what we know in the past, they change it, right? Just like they did way back with Woodrow Wilson. Oh, yeah, we're going to just tax the 1%, right? The 1%. Who did they end up attacking? They attacked all of the people in time. Started with the rich first. They don't even tell, the rich figured out another tax loophole system. While the poor, oh my goodness, shall we go from there? Boy, what about control of the media? Ain't that what they have, control of the media? Look at Obama. The Smith-Month Act, right? He changed it to push propaganda. That's why y'all come in here all brainwashed and all. That's what you guys on the left, and some of you are on the far left. You got to keep in mind, the people and our children from K-12 and college, right? They are under this propaganda machine, right? And this is why, and Trump going to end up getting rid of it. He's going to change the Smith-Month Act back to the way it was, right? But until then, this is what's going on. You got CNN, MSNBC, right? ABC, and even with Fox. I'm not letting any, because again, for the most part of it, they push more, some of them push more propaganda than others. What about censorship as well? Y'all remember that? They even censored the president. When Trump was in the office 2016, he got deplatformed off of Twitter before X, right? Twitter had it on lock. They even said it, Mark Zuckerberg and them, right? On Facebook, how these tech companies have been approached and was told to play ball, right? Y'all remember that? Boy, they ain't got nothing for us, man. And they were pushing censorship. Oh, yeah, the jab. You can't even talk about it as the vaccine, right? Oh, yeah, the jab. You know, all this other stuff, right? If you were to criticize about the president, they trampled on us on our freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment. Our freedom of speech. Man, look at this. Our freedom of speech, right? They infringe on our benefit, on our rights is what it is. This is what they did, right? You can't get away with this and think that this was going to be long turn, right? Obama hates freedom of speech. He hates the Constitution, just like many of them on the far left. Social, what we call the Democrat socialists, they hate the Constitution, right? What about abortion? Margaret Zinger, right? Oh my goodness. Margaret Zinger, Bill Gates Sr., right? Eugenics. This was the racist of the racists that had come, right? Who you think taught Hitler this stuff, man? Oh my goodness. Worshiping the government, right? Not right now. They want it back. They want democracy. They used to having mob rules system where only one or a few make the rules and everybody else go along with it, right? Oh my goodness. What about encouraging violence? You're seeing more and more violence coming from the left. Like I said before, this is why our precious Charlie Kirk was taken from us, right? Not only that, Trump and the assassination attempts, because when the Dems don't get their way, they get more violent. They come in this room getting violent, all hot and bothered, upset because of what a man wants to believe or a man vote. Ain't no man, I didn't do that when Biden was the president or acting as the resident president. Look at this. History repeats itself. But you have a lot of ignorant people and a lot of them that don't know history. And this is why they're doomed to repeat it. Don't get mad at me because I can spotlight and showcase your policies. This is your thing. This is why people in America said enough is enough. You can't set and call this a policy. And even with this transgender stuff, they, look at that, push mandates, topple people's rights to push some type of ideology. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. They just been pushing stuff, and it hasn't worked. It's failed. What's it? Diversity, equity, inclusion is no longer. If the school is caught pushing it, right? Trump signed an executive order already. if they are doing this, they could lose their funding. And some of these schools have lost their funding because they did not want to capitulate, meaning to submit and follow the law, right? Oh, my goodness, man. They don't have anything on the left. Who cooks them better than I do? Boy, cooking. Look at this. Look at this. You can't get by this. You can't get by this because this is what, to be a Democrat, this means this is what you preach. Look how they effed over the so-called black communities. They effed over my community too, right? They put these pork chop preachers and ministers as well as these so-called poverty pimps in the black clergy, right? In the bourgeoisie, they push these people in the black community, right? When they talking about they against segregation, they are for segregation because what do they do in those districts? They turn them into an all-black district, meaning that there's the only person that can run in these black, low-impoverished communities are black politicians that never gave a damn about their black ass, and that's the damn truth. You should be ashamed to sit up in here and try to say, oh, yeah, so-and-so. I don't care who it is. This is why the redistricting had to happen. Blacks, for the first time, are being liberated. They're already liberated. It's a matter of time, though, James Clyde Brown. You ain't out the waters yet. Because, like I said, that can turn on the brink of an eye, man. This dude and many of them that have grifted off of blacks for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's even dumber. And some of us in these communities running this black hole, afraid to challenge the status quo, because we wasn't getting nothing anyway. This is why I have more respect for the younger generation of Zennials, because they knew the con. You can't sit up here and tell these people to vote when there ain't no improvement in the inner cities in these black communities. Are you crazy? That's what the whole thing is about. So yes, I champion, once again, I champion the redistricting. So if you're black and you got to be in those districts, you better have a policy, because whites ain't going to put up with it. They will, even liberal whites, they will. You already know, they were primary, you be primary in the New York Minute, right? The grift is over. I already did it live on that already. The grift is over. Can't you understand the people that has been selling you out? That's why we always say, once again, I got to keep bringing this stuff up. All skin folk is not kinfolk. And this is the black clergy, right? All the way down to these race hustling, Al Sharpton, Roland Applehead Martin, and all the rest of them, man. They don't offer no solutions, but it's the same old problem, why they enrich themselves. So Naya and everybody else in this room, if you rocking the left, guess what? I'll put the spotlight back on you, because you can't tell me that any of their policies benefited blacks in these damn neighborhoods, because you're going to get poverty, crime, violence, drugs, prostitution, gang activity, underserved, as well as disenfranchisement, right? That's the thing about it. I don't care who's running. Luther Campbell in Florida running for District 20. It don't matter who you put in there. If you are not about the people and making things better, there's no reason we should have ghettos throughout the United States in these 10 major cities across the United States. That's the question. You have to ask yourself that. It ain't about they can't get the money. They've been getting funding. They've been taking it for themselves. This is why they are rich. This is why Jasmine Crockett is rich, $9 million rich, right? How in the hell as a lawyer off of a law degree make so much money, right? That's the question, right? This is common sense logic. And there's many others. Maxine Wicked West Waters. They're looking horrible right now, right? They have been taking the money, bleeding the black community, right? And we're here, we don't hold it up. I want my people to know what's going on, black, white, and other. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. And you still do not want to accept that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to accept it. Look at your community. This is why the redistricting had to happen. And I'm glad throughout the South. Enough of this nonsense. We want accountability now, right? No longer are you going to grift in these black communities to push propaganda and all the rest of this crap. Black folks and people in America in general need to understand it's about accountability, responsibility, right? And stop being a victim. Because what the Democrats and the Uniparty been teaching, oh yeah, it's all about being a victim and stuff like that. Oh, we'll teach you, instead of teaching you how to fish, we just give you a fish. Big government programs and subsidies, right? Look what ended up happening. It practically destroyed the black community. We were married at one time at 80%. Look at we under 30%. You got black women over 72%, single with children with no man, no father in the home. Who's going to fix it? They stay away from those issues. We know why. Why do they stay away from those issues? Because they know they don't want to fix them. They want to call me the coon and sell out because I bring up the answers, the real questioning, right? Not besides the answers, the real questioning, right? Why was this allowed? And why having these so-called black clergy and all the rest of them didn't back off on it? If they claim they love their people so damn much, the bourgeoisie and all the rest of them. We already know the talented 10th, the actual, what does they call themselves? The divine 9 that sits on top, Sigma Pi Phi. Come on now. You got all this going on, right? Go run and tell Pharaoh. They don't even ask the questions as to why there is ghettos that is controlled and with left-leaning policies in these blue states. This is terrible, right? Why is it? Because you even got liberal cities as well. They better ran than the black ones are. That's a fact. I can go to places like U of M or East Lansing, and I know when I'm in the poor district, those districts are ran very well. They're not mismanagement funds. They don't have any problems with crime like that. Crime will have to visit their doorstep. But generally, no, they don't have these issues, right? Police and fire, things are working the way it's supposed to. But when you are rewarding incompetency on purpose so they can take the money, they can keep grifting and keep black folks, once again, right, get them being a victim, all emotional and everything. That's why they don't have nothing for me. They cannot defend against this, ladies and gentlemen. They could go to name calling, but that's all they can do. They cannot defend against this, right? That's where the problem is. What we going to be playing games, or we going to be telling the truth, right? And let us tell the truth, right? This is what it is. This is why we don't have communities today and things like that, because of what they did in the gerrymandering, rigging is what I call it. Exactly what it is, gerrymandering. I call it jerry rigging because they rigged it, right? So they can have their black districts and have their so-called black politicians while they study enriching themselves. You should be asking the question, how did they get the money? That's the question, right? None of them serve no purpose to us at all. That's why I can go after people like Maxine Wicked West Waters. And you should be asking the questions, right? You should be demanding better in your districts. You think people like her, Jim Clyburn, you think they care in South Carolina, you think they care a damn about you? No. They just want you to vote and to keep being ignorant and don't challenge anything because they don't have no policies that work for their people. Who am I, Stephen A. Smith? Man, kind of sound like it right now. Damn, right? Oh, my goodness. This is terrible, man. This is terrible. This is terrible. We got to ask the proper questions. How did they get so damn rich? This ain't about Trump. This is about them. They've been in office longer than Trump been in office. Let's go and keep it real. We're talking about, 60 years with this nonsense? Since 1964 with the Voting Act? We can't do no better as a black folk people? Oh, man, please. We can't do no better. You got white liberals coming in here. They don't live in the damn hood. We grew up in the hood. Poor education. Look at what happens, right? It's all a scam that's coming to a close. It's coming to an end. Scam, scam, scam. That's what it is. This is the reason that they hate Trump and his administration so much, because Trump have shined a light on the hypocrisy, right, and the fraud. Look at all this fraud in these states. California is a fraud. Arizona is a fraud. Or was it Portland, Oregon, right? Colorado, Arizona, right? Minnesota, obviously, right? Look at it. New York, Illinois, Michigan, right? Ohio, the highest when it come down to child care and all that. We know who broke that story. Nick Shirley broke that story. We knew something wasn't right. They over here trying to cape. They over here trying to hide from the truth. This is why they are in trouble. The Democrat Party is on the verge, the DNC, of being bankrupt. You do realize this. You have no policy. You allowed the far left Democrat socialists to take over your party. You don't have anything right now, right? People saying, I'm American. I'm not voting for this. I'm not going to sign off on this. If it ain't America first, excuse me, if it's not America first, they don't want it. I don't want it. We want America first policies. That's what we're looking for. This is why Trump whooped y'all butt so much. The people ain't that dumb, stupid to sign off on something foolish like that. If it ain't got America in it, they don't want it. And I don't blame them. If you ain't America first, you should go ahead and get on out of the country. You sound like a damn fool, right? To sit up here and talk about you American, but you ain't standing with that man. But I've even asked politely, bring up a policy and we're going to expose it if it's really real or not. But don't tell me running out your mouth, you don't know nothing. And here we're going to expose it, right? Right? That's what it is. I want all the smoke, right? We're letting you know we're not afraid of you because you don't have no power no more. You've been grifting in America for a long time, especially in the black community, right? No, it's a damn shame that not one of you can't even call out your damn party. You too afraid. Why? Being called a sellout. You know? That's the thing about it. I love this country just like anybody else. This country have brought more prosperity for me than any other country in the world, right? In some of these countries I've never been in, and that's okay. They don't have our Constitution. They don't have our ingenuity, our tech, our military. There's a lot of things that they don't have that we have here in America. This is why America is so great. Ain't no Canada the Great. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear Great Britain. It was. They should change that name. Because they've been overran by what? Muslim and terrorists and other types of people, right? Here in America, we stopped it. It's going to be America first. It ain't Muslim first. It's American first, right? America, Christian, Judeo values. That's exactly what it's going to be. You get in line or you get on out of here. It's just like that. Because we ain't taking this shit no more, right? You're going to either abide by the Constitution or that'll make you a communist if you don't. That's exactly what it is. Somebody may as well get in your ass. It may be me, right? And I do it out of love, right? To get slapped up virtually, to slap some sense in some of them. Want to come in here and talk all this ish, and you can't even defend the policy, let alone Trump is the greatest president we have ever had in our lifetime. Facts. We already went over here with the child. We're talking about the Trump investment program, giving $1,000 starting July the 4th, 2026. That way other parents can jump in on that. You want to call this man or whatever. It said Americans. It didn't say white America. It said Americans. That means everyone. And we got to stop using that. I'm a black American. You are American. That's it. All that came from the liberal left to try to divide and conquer. That's what they've been doing. Keeping the blacks, keeping the whites away from each other. tell the blacks that they are a victim, oh, slavery, oh, this and that, I can't get ahead or whatever. If that was true, you wouldn't be able to go to college. If that was true, you wouldn't be able to have a job. If that was true, you wouldn't be able to have a house and a mortgage, right? If that was true, you wouldn't be able to travel, right? Let's go on and then bust it up for real, for real. What have you done in your life instead of sitting back in here blaming somebody else and looking for the government and big government to take care of you? We want small government, not big government, and he's doing an excellent job of eradicating and getting rid of these programs. Trump is getting rid of these government overspending, overbloated government that we don't want as Americans. Therefore, we are saving our taxpayer dollars. Soon there won't be no taxes. And I believe that he's in the right position right now. That's why they don't have nothing for me coming in this room, right? Talking all this craziness. You guys already know now, right? When you get to cooking like this, be on standby, right? The rules are simple. Do not insult the host, first and foremost. You are not allowed to ask the question with a question. You are not allowed to change the goal post, right? You are going to ask the question, right, when I ask it. This is no longer you asking the questions. We already tried that, and you failed miserably. So I will be the one asking the questions. And either you have an answer for it, or you know what you can do, right? Because in this chat room, I don't kneel, I don't bow, and I don't bend. You got a problem with my channel, you know what you can do. Toodaloo, right? That's what it is, right? We're talking about saving America. We're taking America back because it was on a deadly course of being invaded, and that's what they were trying to do, right? They were sitting in all these refugees, not even refugees, man. The remain in Mexico will remain in Mexico. They will be vetted. They have to be checked for these illegals coming in this country. No longer are they going to come in here and just go willy-nilly. We want the best of them. If you don't have a 4-year degree, and I really want them to update this stuff. If you don't have, when we talk about science, technology, engineering, and math, we don't want you at all, right? America first, right? We want their smartest, not their dumbest, right? That's what it is. We want their smartest, not their dumbest. That's what we're looking for. We are looking for people that have the right to be able to enhance, to make America great type of people. Not people that hate America, that want to set up terrorism and terror cells, sleeper cells. We don't want that stuff. So we expect for you to capitulate, meaning to submit, right? And to, once again, instead of, we want you to what? What do we want y'all to do, right? We want you to assimilate into American culture and society. No more of this people not wanting to assimilate into America anymore. And that's exactly what it is. Because like I said, this ain't about having no big views. This is about like-minded people. You ain't got to agree on everything, but come at me with some sense. Instead of, and I'm not even used to men coming in here with their emotions and all upset and bent out of shape, right? You come to me as a man and you have the respect. It's mutual. But you want to sit up in here, slick this, and have these insults and all that. I don't care about the insults, but still, it just shows me how less of intelligence you really have. I've seen this before. Don't get mad at me because you don't know how to defend your bullshit policies. We can defend over here on the Trump administration. This is what we do every day, all the time, right? This is exactly what it is. So this is their stuff right here in the nutshell. This is what's going to happen. All this other stuff that they're trying to wean away, because what Democrats do is that they promise a policy, right? And when the policy is not implemented because they have what they call, they change it. It's called bait and switch. They bait the voters into voting a policy, when they get in power, they switch it, right? And then for their excuse, they blame it on the previous administration. In this case, they just blame it on Trump. Sounds all familiar, don't it? All the games are done. You guys are done on the left. You either going to jump on board if you're going to be American or get out. You got passports. Nobody holding you here. I love it with these female groups and all this other stuff. Oh, yeah, we got to get on out of here, sister. Sister girl, go ahead on and get up on out of here. If you don't like America, go right, be my guest. Nobody's stopping you. I wish they could take more of them, to be honest, because they don't serve no purpose here. Man, I got to deal with that. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. They not building, none of them is adding to America and making it better. They study over here complaining, bitching and whining, man. We don't need that. We don't want that. We need thinkers, right? We need creative people and good people. That's the people we want. We don't want these. Let them go. Go to Mexico. Go to these other countries. Get to running. Get your plane ticket. Get up on out of here. Right? That's what it is. Go. You don't think I know about these groups? Go. Go. You think it's racist here? Go. I'm not even telling you not. Go. I wish you'd give up your citizenships too. Since it's supposed to be so bad here, we waiting. Oh, yeah, you're going to find out about Trump. I'm waiting. Because right now, Trump has been kicking butt in America. That's exactly what it is. You're going to get this real knowledge. You're going to get this real information, right? That's what it is, though. We ain't bowing down and cowing down to nobody, right? You're going to get it, and you're going to get it quick. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I cooked them enough. That is mainly it there. Let me go ahead and move that matrix off out of the way there. But as I digress, I thank you guys for being on the show. Some random guy speaks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to say, man, it's been a beautiful thing watching our policies and watching this country get better and better and better with more tech that is coming into America alone with the tariffs and all the rest of this stuff, man. We ain't seen nothing yet, man. That's the thing about it, man. Even on my personal side, even with my investments and dividends, steady going up. It's a beautiful thing. I want to thank Donald Trump and the administration as well as the people. Y'all pick wisely, right? You chose a champion people president, which is Donald J. Trump. These other presidents, in fact, we want to see so-and-so and them in prison and things like that for sedition, right? We're talking about treason to America, right? And then more and more of this stuff is coming out now. They can't hide. They can't block it. It's the truth. Let me go ahead and put up my sponsor, Mr. Ralph. There it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go. So, the social media posts done daily. YouTube, Instagram, X, grow followers. You want to get in contact with Mr. Ralph. Mr. Ralph will help you a one-on-one consultation for free. And he will ask you questions to help you grow followers. If it's shorts that you need, or you just need a script, or just some advice, tutelage, please get in contact with Mr. Ralph. This is what I use, who I use to help me grow my viewers. So do not delay. Get in contact with Mr. Ralph. His email address is listed here. So this is something that you need if you are interested in becoming a content creator. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, do not delay. Think of Mr. Ralph for all of your content creation needs. Boy, ain't that something. Mr. Ralph, though, y'all make sure y'all make that happen. Mr. Ralph, you helped me out. That's his email address down below. He have helped me out in things, so therefore he can help you out as well too. So once again, social media posts done daily, right? He get you together. All right, so we got that out the way there. I'm about to close down the show. You guys have been great. And I want you guys, once again, man, to get on this right pen, man. I'm like I said before, this is something that I use daily to deal with the people and deal with the haters and the naysayers, right? For the first time, we actually have an AI, right? Something that I truly believe in because I use it. And last I checked, it's still $79 right now, a year. Now, you can do this thing monthly. But like I said, if you want real information, right, and see if you're tired of spins and agendas and lies and rhetoric and baseless information, I would suggest use this here. Paste it, expose it, right, and post it. And this is exactly what it is. I've used this thing on, Truth Social. Man, I had one guy, man, he was cussing up a storm, man, called all kind of names. I was just chilling. I don't have to go back. Smart people don't have to fight with ignorant people like this. Boy, I was handcuffing this butt. You know what I'm saying? We're checking his stories. He posting stuff that was totally untrue, right? This is going to be a nightmare on the left. So when you come in this room, you better be right. You better be right. That's all I'm saying. Because like I said, this is not about convincing Trump derangement syndromes or never Trumpers. It's not about that. But like I said, you better come right when you come in here. That's all I'm saying, though, I'm going to look at some more of the comments or whatever, because other than that, they don't have anything for us, though. They just speak with their feelings. Same old rhetoric and crap. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it, But like I said, everything is right on. And I appreciate all the comments and stuff like that. I do,
Thank you for the likes. Please like, comment, and subscribe, please.
You guys are doing a great job, man. I'm over here looking at some of the stuff as we drain in the swamp, getting this stuff together and things like that. But yeah, because people in this country got to come out of being this victim class that the Democrats have created for a very long time. So therefore, what they're going to teach is how to fish. First time in your life, you're going to learn how to fish instead of just giving a fish. And that's the difference mentality between the left and the right. The left love just giving you a fish. And they allow this to have you to act, have these temper tantrums, you know what I'm saying? Crying like a baby, you know what I'm saying? Oh, where did we hear that cry like a baby before? We ain't heard that all day. Wham, 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 crying like a baby. Give me one moment. Where my cry like a baby at? I ain't played my cry like a baby in a little while, boy. You already know. Put that baby bottle up, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's what the Dems are doing on the left. Oh, it's okay, babies. You big baby. Oh, my goodness, boy. Just crying like a baby. Still want to have that free fish. Nope, you're going to learn how to fish. You are going to learn, right? So, therefore, you don't have to rely on the government at all. There's a lot of programs out there to assist you, to teach you how to be independent, teach you how to be self-sufficient, something that the Dems never do, because they need this victim class so they can keep voting and tricking people. Those days are over. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? And I got something, too, for these old beta male men, liberal men that we don't have no respect for at all, though, coming in here.
Beta!
Boy, beta males. Boy, I say Jesse Lee Peterson couldn't do that no better. Boy, I tell you.
Beta!
Beta males, right? This is exactly what they got. Boy, I tell you. Betas, right? Boy, I tell you, man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So, therefore, we have done it again. We have taken on the people on the left that believe in victimhood, right? Boy, I tell you. Ain't this something, boy? I tell you, boy. Yeah, victimhood, right? This is exactly what it is. Boy, I tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the heavyweights of the world. Clash of the Titans. Are you ready to rumble?
Yep, we've been rumbling with them. You know what I'm saying? But they get TK'd old every time, right? That's the whole thing about it. Boy, I think I better let it go. It looks like another TKO. No love in it, just a TKO. Just kissing the mat, boy, knocking them out. I tell you, man. But you guys have been great. I appreciate you guys coming on Some Random Guy Speaks. I know y'all like my new format, a lot more polished and clean and everything like that. And I think we got another one here too. Michael Lindell. Don't can't leave out Mike Lindell, boy. We're talking about My Pillow. Boy, My Pillow, My Pillow. Where's that at? My Pillow. Boy, And this is what he has going on today, boy. Look at that. $10 off, right? But he's got get a one-time $10 off from your order. And don't worry about it, Mike Lindell, man. I'm going to be over there getting some of those pillows and toppers and stuff. He got all kind of stuff. Duvets, he got all kind of stuff. Bedding for your bed sheets. Boy, look at that. He got towels and bathrobes and stuff like that. He even got stuff for the pets, boy. We're talking about My Pillow. And the guy is actually running for governor for Minnesota. Ain't that something? So let's go ahead and give a round of applause to Michael Lindell, man. Gotta love it. Michael Lindell. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing about that. So, yeah, so he's offering the $10 off, so you can activate that order and things like that. And, this is basically what it is, though, because he has great products, man. You know what I'm saying? This is another entrepreneur. He was homeless. Have y'all ever read his story? Talking about Mike Lindell, man. This guy was homeless. He was on drugs. I think it was crack cocaine or something, man. And he made something of himself. And so can you. You know what I'm saying? You should pull up his story. Look at his story. And there's many other people. What about R.J. Rawlings? She was homeless. The woman that was behind Harry Potter and all this other kind of stuff. You can pull up these stories of these people, man. Boy, I tell you, man. It ain't nothing but positivity around here. And let me tell you, man, beautiful thing, though, ain't it? Boy, beautiful thing. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of great things. Yeah, you right about that, Lance. He said the red wave coming back. We talking about the red tsunami, man. We talking about this massive red tsunami wave that already hit the shores of America, man. Washing away these old demo KKK rats that have been low down, enriching themselves, lying to the American people, and so much more. No more. We have to deal with this foolishness and nonsense, man. That's the thing about it, man. Your wish is my command. That's what Black Guy 9 said. I appreciate all my mods out there tonight. This has been a good show, man, as we cook like we always cook, man. Cook these low down, what we call Democrat socialists that hate America, man. And if you hate America, that makes you an enemy of me. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to allow these hate groups to keep flourishing, man. You're already being cracked down now. Cracked down and coming down on these influencers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Boy, It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful thing. The commies are running out of time. They're running out of what we call real estate. They're running out of money. And they're going to be running out of anything else too, as well too. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. So I thank you guys for hanging out with your boy. Always keep all the commerce. We can read the un-American propaganda. Yeah, it's a lot of that though, Lance. You see it too. We all see it in this room. They post this un-American stuff. These are people that hate America at all. And they rather see Iran win than versus Trump winning. Trump have been showing leadership. You know what I'm saying? Boy, they just pretty much destroyed these people, man. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. But other than that, guys, it's been great, man. You guys showed up and showed out, man. We had a great time here talking about the wonderful things. I love talking about the Trump investment thing, though, you know what I'm saying? So that for the children, that's been implemented since January of 2025. And we're going to see that program in full fruition in July the 4th, 2026. It's a beautiful thing. He's doing it for the children, all these companies and stuff. It's a beautiful thing, man. That lucky one, hey, man, all I got to say is that you have some problems, dude. You really do, man. You have some problems. You did a very poor job of trying to teach us why Trump is so bad, why his policies are so bad. You have not done that. You just been over here just posting like most of them do. You know, you don't have anything. Let's go and tell the truth. He sit up here and say all the programs like like Department of Doge are fake. You know what? Department of Doge have integrated their department. They don't need the external building no more. They have put it in all forms of government where we now have transparency, accountability, and responsibility, right? That's what we have. The Department of Government Efficiency. That's exactly what that means. It's already been integrated in the government. And that's what you do when you have competent leadership, when you have the majority of the House and Senate. That's exactly what we do. It's only going to get better once we win the midterms. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get even better. You know, Lance says Doge is fire. Yeah, it's fire, especially to the Dems because they can't cheat anymore. They can't push these old programs and policy or try to pass these bills to keep enriching themselves and putting money in their own pocket. We're not going to change we're not going to change it. We're not going to move the goalposts. We're going to keep it right where it belongs. The spotlight is on these fake, phony, anti-American politicians. And that's what we're talking about here. You know, unfortunately, we have more on the left than we do on the right. We know where the rhinos are, man. These people are Democrats too. It's the Uniparty. That's why we always call it the Uniparty. Neither party. You think that Bethune the Buffoon and Thomas Massey and Cassidy, Bill Cassidy and all these other people, they were never up for America anyway. That's why they didn't sign off on a lot of things with Trump. I still say that. They were basically the enemy the whole time. Now it's been exposed. What did we do? What did we do? They got their behinds primary. That's why we will never have to deal with them ever again, right? And many more to follow, right? This is what it is. There's a new regime that's already here, right? And that's called America First, Make America Great Again. That's the new regime that's coming in. You're going to either have to accept it or not. Exactly, right? That's what it is. Boy, I tell you. But, you know, nice try, though, the lucky one, man. But, well, I'm just asking you not to spam. You already got a warning now from Black Guy 9, though, right? You know he's always itching on that finger. Right? You kept saying the same old thing. That makes me, once again, you have nothing for this room and this group, and you don't have anything for me. I suggest that you sit down in the little boy's corner where you belong, because you're not adult enough to be able to deal or let alone debate what we're talking about here. I already gave you a shot and you failed, right? That's what that's about. Let's see here. Wax says, sorry. I was gone. I had family stuff to do. Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. What else did Obama create? What he created, before I go, we're just going to tell you, you know, because neither of his policies benefited the American people. He created what we call the Muslim Brotherhood, right? He also created ISIS. He actually, basically enriched Iran by sending money, $1.4 billion to be exact, somewhere around in that figure, right? So not only that, we talk about the Uranium One with him and crooked Hillary. We talk about other policies that he created as well. The Obamacare, the original Obamacare before it was called the Affordable Care Act, which took away choice of people and different healthcare companies, right? They made it to one where people didn't have the choice. They'd be able to get the type, because before Obama ever came on the scene, we had Aetna, we had what else? I know it's HMOs and PPOs and all the rest of this stuff. Well, we actually had in the networks, and some of them were you have to be, with the physician and all that other stuff that I remember. But the choice, the most important part, was taken away from us. And then what about that money that Obama was getting a kickback on? Trump made him to turn all that money back that he stolen out of that health care program. So the Obamacare really wasn't really. And then if you couldn't afford it, you were hit. They hit me with $400 every year, right? Every year. So it wasn't this thing about affordable. Remember I said before how the Democrats get down? They do the bait and switch. They'll throw something out there, and then with the switch, it's called a bait and switch. They'll switch it, and then when they get caught, they blame it on someone else. It's their game plan. I mean, it's just how they do. They always have done this, right? This is why people have gotten tired of dealing with them, because they know that their party is nothing but a party of lies, deceit, and cheating. Look at all the fraud going on. I just named the states where all this fraud was happening. It's overwhelmingly. You can't get around that. Ilhan Umar is minutes of being deported. We don't even want her here in the prison. We want to send her back to Somalia and let them have access to her, because I'm sure there's a vendetta. And hey, we call it, hey, you do bad stuff to people, you get your comeuppance. So whatever happened to her over there, I hope she have a small military to fight them off. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We got to get Taliba Rashid out of here, Sri Tandadar. And like I said, I've never been a fan of having people in our government that's not American-born citizens. This is another major problem. You see what's happening. You think people like Ilhan Umar have an allegiance, right? Boy, I got a super chat. Hold on for a minute. Uh-oh. Hold on for a minute. Oh, boy. I gotta recognize. I have to recognize, right? I just saw that pop up. There you go, right here. We got, oh my gosh. We got Ryan K. 11. Well, that's my favorite number, boy, right here. You get some special recognition here, Ryan K, man. There we go. Put you right there. There we go, man. Boy, we got a super chat. Boy, y'all see that super chat? Boy, I tell you, man, I put my horn on that, man. What he had to say down there. He says, American money from an American man in the U.S. of A. Man, Ryan K, man, holler at your boy, man. That is what's up. Boy, Ryan, man, that's what I'm saying, man. And you know I back you up. You know what I'm saying? It is all good, man. All good. Look at that. American money from an American man in the USA. You know what I'm saying? Boy, where my coin drop at, man? I got to have my, I should have had that queued up. I'm trying to catch it, though. But, yeah, whether it's $2, $5, it's all good, man. All is all. Where my coin thing at, man? I got the, because I love picking that money. Here it is right here. Boy, I pick it up off the floor. Ryan K, boy, just dropped down some money here, $2. Boy, that is what's up. Boy, I got to get that off the floor. I used to live in Alpha Retta for 6 years. Actually, Alpha Soda Restaurant was my thing. Not buying dude. Okay, not buying dude. Let me see here. Channel reported for misinformation. Tell me how so, Revenge. Don't just sit up here and say I misrepresented. Tell me, post up in here. Tell me what it is. And let's go and see. See, I'll be asking them to do this before I go. Revenge of the Jim Smith. Come on and post it up. I really would like to know. This is interesting. And when you asked her, she said it's just been reported because they get so jealous. She knows she don't have anything, but just over here talking. Tell me how so. Revenge of the Jim Smiths. Not even your real name, man. But tell me how. You live in Alpharetta, but don't know the governor? Yep. Let me see here. Alpharetta. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about a mile from Windward. Okay. Okay, who's the governor of Georgia? Oh yeah, there he is. Do not tell. Yeah, I mean, gonna get back with you on there, man. Rant said, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hook it up though, man. Let me see here. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and mark him right here, cause I know. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Let me make sure I say your name right. Do not rant raves podcast show, man. Oh my goodness, hope I said it right. He actually has a podcast as well. I've been watching his show. Yeah, you're right about that, man. Do not tell. Yeah, man, they are some haters, man. They some haters in here. He's a troll, Tony. Who you talking about? Ryan K. Yeah, he still dropped some money though. Yeah, it's all good. We got Texas Jane in the house. Oh man. Boy, we got Texas Jane. Texas Jane, boy, she's a modern day Annie Oakley. Good with the 6-iron too, boy. That means a revolver, you know. A lot of what restaurant and things. No, Ryan. Yeah, I know what you meant, black guy. Now he still gave some money. I gave him a little bit of it's all good though, you know. And that's what I'm saying too. Even if it's a troll that's giving some money, you know, you can go and say a little something. It's all good. You know, it's all good though, man. We just can't insult the host and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Deontay. Okay, there we go. Deontay. Yeah, man. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Deontay. Once again, he has his podcast show. So he's MAGA too, just like myself. He's a MAGA supporter. Deontay Rants, Raves podcast show. Deontay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, I can remember that though now, man. I got a friend named Deontay. Actually, it's Deontay. Yeah, I do got a friend named Deontay, but yeah, I can remember that. You got thanks, yeah, man, Deontay. Y'all should check out Deontay's. He got a good show, man. He really does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I discovered your show, Deontay, when I was just scrolling down, man. I said, yeah, I was that brother that told you to put that MAGA cap on. You know, I'm over here washing mine right now. But, yeah, you know, that way tomorrow I have it back on and things. Deontay Rants Raves, ladies and gentlemen. Texas Jane clapping and applauding as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Boy, we just been over here cooking them. Just like you be cooking them, though, too, you know. We be filleting them. Man, but what is your days off, man? I'm gonna see here. I got to link up with you, man, and therefore we could better put the show together and things and talk about a lot of things we already talking about right now and things. But, yeah, that'd be real cool, you know. But yeah, if you want to do the redistricting, you want to do whatever you want to do there, Deontay, it's all good. Freedom Busters, you should be careful walking to your house. Oh, yeah, let me see here. Let me go ahead and copy that right here. And let me take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and save that because I'm going to take that as a threat. And according to the guidelines, in fact, let me go ahead and add him on my list of haters. Can't believe how ignorant this guy, he actually went on here and just admitted, he just made a threat. Can y'all believe this? He just made a threat. I can't believe this. Hey, Freedom Buster, you know what I'm saying? One thing about it though, sir, I am very good with those tools if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? So you catch my drift, I'm good with those tools. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I mean. But I can't believe you just went on here on a live stream and just made a threat. I actually put a star by that. And I'll be dealing with this gentleman after I get offline and things like that. Because one thing about it, they already know your IP address, sir. They know the time that you went on, sir. They have information, right? And see, this is the type of stuff here. But one of these things about it, don't let the smooth taste fool you. You know, like I said, you know, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah, let me see here. 3 guys, Tony, but I think he's the same dude. Yeah, I know. I think he is. But he's a stupid, though. He's a very ignorant dude. He getting on here, you know what he said? You should be careful walking to your house. You know, this is the type of stuff right here. So, sir, you will be reported. We'll deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not worried about you around here. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like I said, very good with those tools. I hope you are too. I hope you are. You catch my drift. You know, that's the thing about that, man. You know, but yeah, these are nut jobs and whack jobs, man. These are the people right here. You know, and like I said, I will use full force if necessary. Yep, that's in things like that. Just like at the White House. Just like that one guy effed around and found out. He ain't getting up no more. What's his name? Nas Best, right? He's not getting up no more, sir. So that's the thing about that. Other than that, I got something I got to take care of. I'm going to take care of this guy and stuff. But other than that, I appreciate you guys being on Some Random Guy Speaks. You know what I'm saying? But I got him flagged. I got his information right here. In fact, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do a step further. You know how I do. Let me see here. Screenshot. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that here. Let you know that I'm not playing around, sir. Not playing around. When we're not playing around with you, MAGA is not playing around. You're going to F around and find out if you're still in this room. But I did a little caption thing here. I saved that. I'm going to go ahead and put this right where it belongs. All right, got that added right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. Yep. That's why I just say, man. It's crazy, man. These are the people. Yeah, Deontay, man. These are the people right here, man. And I'm sure you may get some of this stuff too, man. I'm sure you do. Tony, I reported a couple of people tonight making threats. Yeah, I appreciate it too. Yeah. I'm actually, I got a couple of people that I just can't believe how stupid he is to say this. This is a deliberate threat. That's the whole thing about it. They will come out and visit you. Now I got to go ahead and report this over to the authorities and stuff like this because this is exactly what it is. This is a flat out threat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I'll be sure to do this soon as I get off here. I'm almost done. But yeah, Deontay Raves, Raves podcast show. You guys want to check him out as well. We're not stopping. We're going to continue on, pushing on, man. It's what we're going to do. Yep. But I appreciate you guys, though, and I really do. I really do. Yep, they got some serious problems, though, too, though, you know. But like I said, though, you know, we're going to see, though, because I'm going to go ahead and take him down as soon as I get off this channel, though, you know. There we go. But other than that, I already did a screenshot of it and everything, though, you know. So, and this is for anybody else. If you want to do something stupid like Freedom Buster did, you know that the cyber thing that Trump has his administration to go after people, as well as the FBI, the DOJ, this ain't that same system no more when you call them and they don't do nothing. It's a whole different thing. So yeah, but I appreciate y'all all for being on Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love. Boy. Yeah, Deontay, I got my email, man, that's listed on my channel as well, too. You can send me an email there, man, and therefore we can link up and we can go ahead and discuss and talk about, like we always talk about, Trump, you know. We can go ahead and do that. So it sounds really good. I appreciate you guys, man. Yep, Black Guy 9, I appreciate you as well. I appreciate, Texas Jane, boy. Slick Nick. We have Howard, man. Yep. Let me see here. Yep, we have many others that's coming in here. Somebody else says, hey, Jane. Yep. He said, I got some guy over here named Electrocute Daniel Davis, man. I got something for your free speech. Hey, if he's still in this room, though, what you got for me? Because you just sounding like a little, what's my thing? See, I clown him so good, man. You know me, man. When I go in on people, man, I be going in, man, you know?
The devil is a Democrat.
Oh, yeah. I thank you, Tony. You're welcome, Tony. Oh, my goodness, boy. But, yeah, man, I be giving it to them, man. They be upset, crying, all this stuff. That's why I say, man, one of the hottest shows on here, man. I troll them better than they control me. Yeah, there you go. Electrocute Daniel Davis, that's his name. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's saying. Look who's calling the kettle pot black. Boy, you bigger than me. You old, too. You know what I'm saying? And you won't have no hair. Yeah, this dude. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He said he could be found in a river. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and caption, get him, too. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Let me see here. We're going to copy the whole thing there. I appreciate it, Daniel Davis. I appreciate you, though. I love stupidity, though. I tell you, man. Boy, I tell you. They just don't know who they messing with, do they? It's all good. I got him down here as well. That sounds good. He could be found in the river. That's virtual signaling, sir. You are inciting something, sir, because you're a coward and you can't do it yourself, sir. He's over here trying a virtual signal. He could be doing this as well. But there it is. I missed that one, man. You know, let me see here. Right. I've got him together. I've gotten others together here. That just means I'm getting closer, man. When I get this type of pushback, that means I go in even more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I think I got that one reported. I got him with that as well. You're going to make me have a nice little list. I tell you. I know, right? Yep, I got it. I got it covered, man. All the mods. I like to give a shout out. Deontay Rant Rays in the show again. I appreciate you, sir. As well as all my mods. All right. Am I missing any more threats in here? Let me see here. I've been cooking for a while, though, like I always do. Let me see here. I don't worry about the pedophile stuff that they be trying to pass on and stuff like that. But, yeah, the main stuff, though, you know what I'm saying, the ones I'm actually flagging, yeah, because there will be some retribution for their crimes of what they basically tried to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I'm over here just scrolling right here. I'm going to be doing more scrolling offline here, too, and things like that. I can't believe how stupid and ignorant these people are. These some idiots, man. I would have never have done that. I had the police showing up at my door. Oh, no, I'm not going to do anything like that. Can y'all believe that? Wow, it's amazing. This is why you're so far in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I be hitting hard, don't I? I hit hard. I hit harder than they do, boy. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. All right, guys, man, I'm about to get on out of here. I appreciate y'all all, man. Stay tuned for tomorrow while we do another show. Peace and chicken grease. Your boy is out, and I appreciate all the comments and love and things like that. Did we handle everything? We did the Democrat clown show. We did that and stuff. Got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? Boy, you guys have been great, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, please.
Do what the lady says. I appreciate you guys, you know. And stick around. We're going to be doing this tomorrow. You all take care of yourself. And, oh, yeah, I got to do one more thing here. I didn't do the Star Spangled Banner on the opening. But guess what? I'm going to do it on the close. Because you can tell who the anti-Americans in this country is. Yep. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're going to go in and play that star. Yeah, I know that's right, Black Guy 9, right? I know that's right. A MAGA forever, America first. And Deontay, I appreciate you, man. I look forward to you sending me that email and stuff. I'm gonna send it back to you and things. So I'm also on what's the other one? I'm also on X as well, and I'm also on Instagram and things. So you could find me, as well. But this one you can definitely find me, America the GOAT. I know that's right, Black Guy 9. That's a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and get this Star Spangled Banner up and stuff like that, because we love America. See, the people over here, they hate America. They hate it. Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Ultra MAGA. Yeah, I know that's right, man. Let me go and put that right there. Think you guys can still see it. Yep. And don't forget to get on that right pen, man, because like I said before, this have them losing their mind, making threats and all kind of stuff. This right here expose all the garbage. If you are conservative or even down the middle, you just want to have more information, here it is right here. This is what I use, right? So you want to go ahead and click that link. I already put it down in the chat. You guys want to get on this? You need this. You know you need it. And this is what it looks like when you're signing up for it. It's a forum page. If you've seen forum pages before. Let's go ahead and post that in the link one more time. And I'm about to get on out of here, guys, man. But this has been a good and a great show, though, you know. Yep. There we go. So that's it right there, guys. I'll see y'all on tomorrow. And Deontay, we're going to link up. Look forward to your email. I'm going to be checking in stuff, and we can make it happen, man. Peace and chicken grease. Your boy, Tony Tone, is out. And we'll go ahead and get that. There it is. Here we go, guys.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes